You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Festive today on the Brent and Austen Show. No, it's nobody's birthday. It is the celebration of Marcel Robinson and his time at Action Sports Jax. We will be with him in the noon hour. We got balloons, streamers. I assume this is a Liv Tasley production. And we got the quintessential nothing but bunt cakes. I'd say a couple baker's dozens. Just tempting me with, we got bunt cakes on one side. We got Girl Scout cookies on the other side. And your boy's got to make 206 pounds March 21st. So really throwing the gambit at me, but it is what it is, man. We move, we proceed, and we remain mentally tough. Hamby, before we get into sports today, got a little bit of a topic that I've been thinking about. And by thinking about, it just dawned on me in the past 2 seconds. But I got a friend here, not here, but in Florida, who him and his family are in Fort Lauderdale. And they're vacationing because this is what snowbirds do. This is what people from the Midwest and up north do. They come to Florida to enjoy the beautiful weather in the wintertime. Now, my friend is married and he's got 3 kids.
Okay.
They're in Fort Lauderdale, and he hasn't been to Florida, I want to say, in about a decade, if I was going to make a guess. Last time he was actually in Florida was to watch one of my football games. So, he gets to Florida, and 2 things stick out more than anything that he is absolutely shocked about in terms of the state of Florida, how nobody does it differently than the state of Florida. If you were to guess those 2 things, one I think is pretty obvious, one is more of a deep dive. What do you think those 2 things are where he is left, and I quote, flabbergasted of how you bleeps do it here?
2 things that Florida does that nobody else does.
According to him. Now, maybe they do it elsewhere, but I will agree with one thing that sticks out to Florida more than anything, and it's a Jacksonville thing to me. It's a Jacksonville thing to all of us, but it's really a Florida thing if you think about it.
Okay. I know that one of the things that a lot of people say is that we wear flip-flops.
Okay.
I feel like there's like 50 different answers I could go with there.
I'm sure there's a couple answers. It's got nothing to do with anybody
Apparel.
like in terms of clothing or what they're wearing.
Okay.
Think more of behind the vehicle, possibly, for one of them. And it's not just, I won't say too much.
Something that drivers do in Jacksonville.
I mean, Liv Tasley's playing along in the back. You might want to phone a friend here.
Where is she?
She's on the couch.
Starts with a B, ends in an inker.
No, that's
No?
that's a good one. That's not it.
Not
That's not
it.
it. No. Something else.
We put our blinker on.
This is something that I've complained about many times in the show as well, if you all pay attention, but you probably don't.
Wow.
I actually asked Mayor Donna Deegan to fix this. Well, once again, no one's paying attention. It's all good.
Oh yeah, I don't remember you calling on.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you were here actually, because I mean, obviously there's a rotation between producers. Brent should know what it is. Brent was here and probably a little nervous that I was talking about it. But.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right, so the first thing that he was like blown away by is stoplights, of how long the stoplights last.
Okay.
From like red to green. I don't know if it's a Florida thing. Now, I will agree with it. Like, there's some long-ass stoplights here in Jacksonville. And the joke that I said was you can literally file your tax returns, between 2 stoplights, and you're good to go. Mayor Donna Deegan, let's make some changes.
Not totally out from under her control, but okay.
Yeah, you're the mayor. You can do whatever you want, man. Right? What, you can't? Ever watch Batman? It's like a documentary, man.
That's probably even above her grade, but anyway.
Okay. Wow. Now we're ooh. And then the second one, care to take a guess? Think about buildings. Think about I don't want to give away too much again. Think about buildings.
Dog.
Think about where you work. What?
You got to. Think
All right,
about
fine.
buildings.
Recap of sexuality.
Liv's actually close with it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Liv's close with this one. Calvin got the first one. Good job, Calvin Kerrigan.
Stairs.
The second one that he was blown away by, you guys got any more guesses? Nope, not stairs. That there's faucets in the stall, like in a toilet stall. And that dawned on me, like, we don't have that in Wisconsin.
Dog, how
Like,
is that
even,
supposed
like,
to get that by
handicap-
thinking about buildings. Think about buildings.
Yeah.
Faucets in a stall.
What does every building have?
A million things.
Okay. Liv said, yeah, I mean, what more
How
do you...
was she close with
Hey, what do you want me to tell you? Hey,
handicap
think
accessibility?
of bathrooms. Because the handicap bathrooms have the... Think about it, dude.
I thought you were talking about parking lots, dog.
What are we doing?
What are we talking about?
Did I just said bathroom. Are you not paying attention at all? This guy's not paying attention. I'm saying when you go to the bathroom in a stall,
Yes.
the faucet's in the bathroom.
Yeah, you got your own private sink. in there.
Correct. We don't have, like, they don't have those in the Midwest, at least in Wisconsin. So he was blown away by that. The joke has ran its course. Let's get into sports. I can't do this. My guy's thinking I'm talking about parking spots.
I mean, buildings. I was more thinking about the outside than the in.
Hey, you know, if I was talking about the outside of a building, wouldn't I say maybe a parking lot then?
Well, that would have given it away if it would have had this.
And if I would have said a bathroom, would that have given it away? Yeah. We move.
I'm
The
actually,
tension is high on a Thursday.
Because he's not paying attention. I'm trying to get
Liv-
through this, and he's talking about parking spaces.
I'm actually going to blame Liv for this, for having all those goodies in front of him when the guy's trying to make weight.
Oh, this is my fault. Okay,
No,
got
it's Liv's fault.
Okay, it's Liv's fault.
It's my fault. I'm not even supposed to be here, but here I am.
No, Liv, go ahead and get on the show a little bit. Happy Combine Week, by the way. Liv, are you a big Combine person? You followed along? I mean,
I'll
or do you
dabble
not
in
put
it. I'll dabble.
Let me ask you this. What do you find more useful, the NFL Combine or a Senior Bowl? Or like an all-star showcase? Because I think there's like the Shrine. There's like
I
tons
think I would
of showcases.
rather watch them play.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're more into actually football than guys in their underwear running 40-yard dashes and bench pressing.
Well, when you put it that way.
Well, but to be
to be fair, I
learn
would
more.
rather see them in a game day
Yeah.
scenario than how much can you bench.
Amby, how you feeling about it?
I'll watch the quarterbacks throw, and I look forward to watching some dudes run their 40s on Twitter
Sure.
highlights. But
Yeah.
I will
Yep.
not be flipping on NFL Network at any point, probably this weekend.
And what about like a Senior Bowl? Do you watch that at all? Practices or like the game and itself?
No, I'll save that for Twitter highlights as well.
So
I used to watch the
yeah.
Combine when I was like in middle school and high school.
Okay.
For whatever reason, the Combine to me was always synonymous with two names, Joe Hayden and Austin Collie. Remember Austin Collie?
Oh yeah, I
'Cause
mean
he was
I've
on the Colts.
well, of course, man. I
He
mean
had
I've
Mr.
told
Concussion.
I've told this story before. I was in tears because I thought I saw a dead body when Daryl
Yeah.
Smith hit him. I think it might have been his last time he played. Daryl Smith hit him across the middle, knocked him out for I think the 6th time or 7th time in his career.
Yeah.
And my guy was like, you see it on TV and stuff, but like I've never seen someone knocked out and just snoring and like
Yeah.
incapacitated. And I was like, oh, this guy's probably dead. Cool. And I'm like right in front of it, and then the camera pans to me, and I'm in tears, and my friends are making fun of me. But what everybody can do about that. Austin, I don't know. Did he have like a crazy combine?
I don't know, but that's
Okay,
just
that
who
just
I think
sticks out
of.
to
Like,
you. I mean, to me, it's like Calvin Johnson, it's Vernon Davis, right? Because they're freaks of nature. You know, but it's an interesting question of like, what do NFL teams put more stake in? Is it the Senior Bowl or is it the Combine? Because, I mean, obviously, first and foremost, it's the film, right? Like, that's what pays the bills. You got good film out there, teams are going to give you an opportunity. But I think of my own, like, Senior Bowl experience, and I give an advantage sometimes to the Senior Bowl because you actually have coaching staffs coaching you through the process. So we had the Lions coaching staff, who, spoiler alert, were a bunch of psychos. Okay? They were insane. We had the Lions on the North team, which I was on, and then we had the Dolphins, who I think was it Megu? I can't remember the dude's name, the Italian dude, who I think passed away. May rest in peace. It was the Dolphins coaching staff, and it was Club Med for them. They were chilling. We would turn on NFL Network after our practice, and they're just like chilling and
Hanging.
talking. We're
Having a good
doing
time,
we're
soaking
doing
it in.
up downs, we're doing chase drills and everything. But what stuck out to me, and we actually had this guy on the show that I missed out. I couldn't interview him. I was bummed about it because I played with him. Was Jared Odrick,
yeah.
and I distinctly remember the Lions coaching staff being in absolute awe of Jared Odrick. To the point where, like, they would break down film highlights when we're in the meetings, and then they'd be like, look at Jared Odrick right here and everything. And I remember our defensive coordinator, Gunther. Gunther goes to Jared, he goes,
The ring general?
yeah, the ring general, basically. He was like the ring general.
Okay.
I think it was Gunther Cunningham, if I'm not mistaken. Super old school guy, respected in NFL circles and everything. But, like, he would, like, literally single out Jared Odrick, like, every single play. Look at this bleeps. While they're bleeping his hand balance right here. This is a Senior Bowl. This is what we need in Detroit and things like that. And I'm just like, how about me, coach? I do okay? Nope, nothing? Okay, cool. Sounds good. I'm from Murray State. But, like, the whole week, it was Jared Odrick, Jared Odrick, Jared Odrick. So then when they keep, like, glazing him, let's just say, I'm like, oh, this dude's going top 10 for sure, because this is one coaching staff of how they feel about him. Now, sports betting wasn't big back then, but if, like, Hard Rock Bet had, like, who's getting drafted top 10,
Jared Odrick.
I would have put a K of my agent's money down on Jared Odrick just because of what one coaching staff that was coaching us was saying about him. All right, well, then we fast forward to the NFL draft, 2010. Detroit Lions have the second pick. Obviously, they take Ndamukong Suh. No disrespect to Jared Odrick, but it's Ndamukong Suh.
Right.
But then as the draft shakes out, Jared Odrick falls to, like, I think pick number 26, 27 to the – I think he played for the Miami Dolphins first.
Yep.
Brandon Graham, who was on my team, went before him. Tyson Alualu, Jacksonville Jaguar, went before him, and they were both on my team. And Brandon Graham got, like, player of the game because he had, like, 2 sacks. Should have been me because I had a touchdown, but it is what it is. Tyson Alualu had, like, an okay game. But, like, I was surprised to see Jared Odrick fall so much, especially to see Jared Odrick get taken after Tyson Alualu.
Yeah, he was 28.
Exactly. Like, I was honestly in shock. I'm like, oh, cool, Tyson's going to Jacksonville. All right, I thought Jared was the dude. But I think it speaks volumes in terms of when you go against guys, like, in NFL-style practices. I think there's more to that than a guy running around in his underwear going through drills by himself, if that makes sense. So to answer my own question, I put more stake in the Senior Bowl than I actually do in the NFL Combine. Now, am I going to watch the entire Senior Bowl? No. Maybe I'll check out some one-on-ones. I'll see the Twitter highlights and everything. But I think actually coaches and GMs can pick up more from a Senior Bowl than you can in a Combine.
Senior Bowl was a couple weeks ago, and I saw more clips from the practices than I did the game.
Yeah. Well, and practices, once again, you can get something, right? There's you can do, like, the defensive lineman, offensive lineman, one-on-one drills.
Yeah, saw a lot of
Now,
Caleb Banks in that.
Yeah, let's not put all our chips into one highlight of one rep, please. Like the cat from Miami. Is that the dude's name? Who's the dude from Miami who was like 6'8", who got bull rushed and put on his back?
Oh, the left tackle.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
That was, like, making its rounds and everything. So, like, that, yeah, poor dude. I mean, it was one clip, but, like,
Markel Bell.
There you go, Markel Bell, yeah. Stock just dropping after one play. But if you want to talk about the NFL Combine and live, we're going to play a little game. Do we got some time before we go to break? We got 15 minutes. We got plenty of time. You want to get into it, Hamby? Do you want to power rank, since it is Combine week, and I'll be watching a little bit. I'm not going to lie, my son's more excited than anybody.
Oh, I love that.
I guess so. Like, because that means, like, I have to, like, sit through the entire thing. I'm like, all right, do we want to watch another guy go through a 3-cone drill? Sweet. But, like, you know what he's going through. He's like, wow, they got this time. Let me go in the backyard and see what I can, all this stuff.
It's a competition.
Like,
I always try to do, when the gyms host, like, their NFL Combine stuff, I always try to sign up for it.
Okay, so you want to do it as well. See, I'm to the point where it's like, man, if I get in the backyard and try it, I'll tear a hamstring. But, Hamby, is there 6 events, if I'm not mistaken, not counting the position-specific drills?
You're talking about dash, press, jump, vertical jump, broad jump, cone, shuttle, and 60-yard shuttle. I got 7.
Oh, there's a 60-yard shuttle now.
I guess so.
Hey, more power to you.
Guess,
yeah. We didn't have – well, wait, so there's a shuttle and there's a 60-yard shuttle?
There's a 20-yard shuttle and a 60-yard shuttle.
Why is there a 60-yard shuttle?
I don't know.
Yeah, look that up.
This is like saying, okay, well, hey, if you play for the Minnesota Vikings and 9's throwing the football and you're an offensive lineman, you got to run down the field. That's going to be an interception. Then you got to run back and try to chase the guy to stop him from getting a touchdown. Like, this is like the J.J. McCarthy drill. Nevertheless, okay, we'll throw that 60-yard shuttle in.
You talk about Ronan wanting to go in the backyard and try some of these drills.
Yeah.
I benched 225 for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, golly. Like,
One and done.
One and done? Oh, yeah. Hey, Liv.
I can't. Let's be real.
Liv's acting like she benches 225 just on the regular. Like she just knocked out a set of 20 before she got here.
I did just work out. But it was not benching.
Give my dude some credit.
That's fair.
That's impressive. See, I think if regardless of the weight, if you can bench 225, if you're a dude,
Yeah.
If you can bench 225 for a set or for like a rep, I think that's the baseline.
yeah.
Yeah.
So to watch these guys do it, I mean, I remember that guy, what's his name? 49 times is the record, I think.
My former teammate,
Offensive
Stephen
lineman.
Pia. Stephen Pia.
Yeah,
P-E-A.
P-E-A-E-A.
Yeah, from Oregon State.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not tell you the story when we were for some reason,
Here we go.
they put me in his workout group one time for the Bears, and I had to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what they call them suicide rows, but there's like another. They're like bear crawl rows. You know what those are? So basically, you get Liv. You don't.
I know what a bear crawl is. Yeah.
But like a row with it.
Yeah.
So you get dumbbells, and then you have to do a bear crawl, and you have to row for each rep.
Yeah.
So we had to do
That sounds
20
like
of those
torture, man.
down, and then 20 of those back.
What's the weight though? Does everyone get the same weight?
I had okay, here's what we did. I had 50s.
Oh, nice.
Okay, rolling's not my best, thing. Let alone try to mix it up with the bear crawl. So give me 50s. Let me get a sweat in. Not trying to show off. Not trying to fall behind. Right in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Good.
saying?
I like that.
Stephen Pia
Here we go.
had
25s.
120s,
Dog.
and he asked me, he's like, "Oh, so you want to do one of these?" I go, "No, I'm good, man." He goes, "Come on, you try one." I go, "Okay, yeah, let me try." I'm not exaggerating. I couldn't lift it. Like let alone bear crawl. I couldn't lift it up off the ground.
That's like lifting me.
It's like doing a plank and trying to. Yeah, I
Me.
couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna stick with my 50s. Meanwhile, my dude is doing 120, just
Crushing it,
hey,
knocking it out.
Hey, it's like he's like on like the machine where you what do you call them, like the stair machine
With
the
the
arms.
pulls?
This
Yeah.
is Stephen Pia with 120s.
Like the mountain climber guy.
Yeah.
He was taken 53rd overall in the draft. And, okay, he had a 7-year career.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, he had an okay career, but if you want to look at, okay, this guy broke the 225 record, one would have thought he would have been like Aaron Donald.
No doubt.
Right? But this is why we're going to power rank these combine drills.
He was only 6'1".
We're going to power rank these combine drills
Okay.
because not everything correlates to football.
No.
Like, just because you can bench press 225, 42, 43 times doesn't mean you're going to be the best defensive tackle of all time. Right? No. Probably means you're pretty strong. Probably means if you're going to do a bear crawl with some rows,
Probably got the 120s.
you might embarrass Austen a little bit, but it doesn't mean you're going to be a Hall of Famer. Right? So, Hamby, go ahead and list the drills one more time, and then let's go ahead and power ranking from the least important to the most important.
All right, so we're going to do 40-yard dash.
All right, and Liv's going to write these down first.
Hope Brent doesn't.
He'll be all right.
Okay, I got 40-yard dash.
Bench press,
Bench press,
vertical jump,
vertical jump,
broad jump, 3-cone drill, 20-yard shuttle, 60-yard shuttle.
Okay.
7.
All right, so least to most important. Liv, we can let you go first since you wrote them down. What do you think out of that list is the least important? Then tell us why. Hamby, I'll let you go second, then I'll go third.
I'm gonna go the 60 yard since that's the newest one.
Mhm.
I don't know what they're looking for out of that.
Mhm.
It seems a little repetitive,
Sure.
almost.
Yeah.
Let me go with that one.
Okay. Liv, Tassley going with 60-yard shuttle as the least important. Hamby.
I'll say the same.
We're all in agreement here.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. I love that.
Yeah, we're all in agreement. Hamby, what do you think about it?
I mean, how many times in it does a dude ever run 60 yards other than a DB or a receiver
Yeah.
or a running back?
I don't see how this really correlates to any. I mean, to me, and once again, I'm sure we can Google and find out why they're doing it now. I guess it's more of like, how conditioned are you? You know, like
Yeah, but I
are
would
you in
want to know
shape?
like
But-
sideline to sideline. Like the sideline's what,
course.
40 yards, 53
Yeah.
yards? Like sideline to sideline's one thing, but 60 is like, what's the point?
See, to me, this is more of just like you're trying to see like how tough somebody is. Like this is like a tough drill. right? Where it's like, okay, this guy's hustling.
Or stamina or something.
Yeah, but not even a stamina. I think it's more of just like, let's see how mentally tough they are.
Okay.
Which I think there's better ways to find out how mentally tough somebody is. And once again, how often you run 60 yards sideline to side. Yeah, so I'm going to rank the 60-yard shuttle last. And by the way, if we're watching it on TV, probably not the most, viewer-friendly drill to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hamby, you want to go number 6?
I'll say the vertical jump to me.
Vertical jump. Liv, what do you got?
I was debating between vertical and broad. I'll be different and I'll go broad.
Okay. And explanations, guys?
Oh, Hamby.
I think the broad is a little bit more because I think you got a little bit more exclusivity there, and with the distance than as far as just like how high.
Okay.
I'd rather see how.
Yeah,
far.
I think for receivers and that means more, and corners and guys who are trying to go get the ball. I think your vert means more.
Okay.
Than a broad.
I'm gonna say the bench press.
Oh, really?
Simply because I think it's an outdated form to gauge how strong somebody is at the sport of football. Number one, you can't gauge like a running back or a wide receiver with their hands out here, because how often are a wide receiver going to have their hands out here and push something up? So while it shows that, okay, this guy is a workout warrior or a weight room warrior, that's fine. Like, you can find a baseline. But to tell how great of a football player someone's going to be, I think the bench press is honestly obsolete. So I'm going to say the bench press.
Yeah, I was going to go that next. I'd rather almost see somebody squat than bench press, honestly.
True. Or like a power clean or something like that. Something, more explosivity.
Yeah.
So that'll be my fourth.
Liv?
All right, so we're going to 5, right?
Yeah.
7, 6, 5. I'll do bench at 5.
Bench at 5. Kind of the same reasons I gave Liv?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go, so next, then I'm going to go with the vertical jump. While I think it is an important, because it shows you how much of an athlete you are, and I'm not even going to get into mine because I cheated during mine. I cheated wholeheartedly. And
cheated.
And looking back on it, this is why I wonder my RAS score was like in the yellow for the vertical jump. Yeah, because back in 2010, thankfully, the fashion was you had to wear the most baggiest shorts you could ever imagine. Like the most loose-fitting, past your knee shorts.
Really?
So we all got it, we all had the idea where, and this is like our combine coaches told us this, not the NFL coaches. I'm saying the guys that prepared us for the combine. We would wear like Under Armour shorts past our knees, and then when they measure the vertical jump, if you ever watch it, you stand straight up, and then you like see where you touch, and then you jump off it. We would bend our knees in the shorts so they couldn't see us bend our knees, and then we would actually take the shorts off and then jump. So it would buy us like another inch, 2 inches. So while I think it's important to show off athleticism, it's not the most important drill, so I'm going to say the vertical jump.
You are the reason everyone's now in their underwear at all times.
That's a good point. Well, that and also I think fashion changed a little bit where like your shorts have to kind of be like hugging your you-know-what or else. Like for some reason we went to like super long shorts to like super short shorts. Like just like that.
Next are the budgie smugglers.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. The smugglers. All right, what we got next?
All right, what number are we on? Hamby, did you go?
Yeah, I did. I had the bench there.
Oh, okay. So that was 5?
Yeah.
All right, now we're at 4.
The 40 or the 20-yard shuttle probably be next, and then I would follow that up with the broad jump would be 3.
Okay.
So 4 would be 20-yard, 3 would be broad.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go vert at 4. And then, I'll go, 20 at 3. I'm
all right.
Opposite of Hamby.
So next, I'm going to go with the broad jump. I think it is more important than the vertical. Now, the reason why they do the broad jump, and this is the correlation, even though this didn't do jack for me, supposedly the broad jump and the 40-yard dash go hand in hand because it's all about the get off. It's all about the explosiveness, like out of a stance. That's what they're looking for. It's like the longer you can broad jump, the more quick twitch that you are.
For the 40,
yeah, now the vertical can measure that as well, but the broad jump's even more because now you're incorporating a lot more of your body into it. You're incorporating your feet, you're incorporating your legs, but you're also incorporating like your spine. into it. So they put more of an emphasis on the broad jump than actually the vertical. Now, is there always a correlation between having a long broad jump and having a great vertical? I don't know, because I graded out at the highest broad jump of my position group, but I was like one of the lowest in terms of 40-yard dash. So it doesn't always correlate, but it's supposed to. So I was a mess. But
it's more of a test of explosiveness than anything.
Yep, so I'm going broad jump next. And then I think this will be like my third one.
Yep.
I'm going to be going with the 40-yard dash.
Ooh, really?
40-yard dash is going to be third for me. 40-yard dash is important, but for different reasons. If you're talking about top over end speed, well then yeah, you want to see that from your running backs, your skill positions, your tight ends, your wide receivers. Like teams look at that, right? And is it the end-all be-all metric? Depends who you're talking to. If you're talking to the Raiders back when I was at the Combine, it is the end-all be-all metric. Darius Haywood-Bay got a first-round contract because guy ran a fast 40-yard dash. Some teams think speed kills and it's more important than everything. Some teams don't buy into it that much. But what is important, whether you're a wide receiver, a defensive end, a defensive tackle, offensive lineman, is that 10-yard split. And this is why I have the 40-yard dash here. Because the overall 40-yard dash, not so important. But what teams, when you see the stopwatches in the stands and everything, what teams are watching for more than anything, it's that first 10 seconds, the first 10 yards. And like there'll be guys that are designated as the 10-yard guys. Well, they'll get the 10-yard times. There's scouts out there, like in the stands, that don't even measure the 40-yard dash. They'll measure the 10-yard dash because they want to see how fast you are out of the stance. Now, the stance isn't the same, right? There's going to be a 3-point stance for an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. There's going to be a wide receiver stance, but everyone's in kind of like their track stance. But you still get a good idea of what, like, their first twitch get off is with 10 yards. So that's why I have it at third. All right, let's bring it home, guys.
All right, yeah, I would have 40 at second, and then I think the most important drill at the Combine is the 3-cone drill.
Okay.
I just want to see people change directions. And
that's what I had.
There you go.
All right, what do you got, Liv?
I had the 3-cone drill at first and then a 40 at second.
All right, good. And I got the shuttle at second. Just, change of direction once again is pretty important. But, yeah, Hamby, I agree with all you guys. I think the L drill is the most important drill at the Combine. Now, one of the most boring to watch, right? And when it comes to times, like, I don't even know what a good time is. I don't know what I know my time was trash. But, like, it's not even that fun to watch. But to me, it is the most important because it takes the most football type of style and plays into one drill. It's sprinting, it's change of direction, it's agility, it's hip fluidity, it's footwork, it's everything. So whether you're an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, a corner, a wide receiver, it doesn't matter the position, a quarterback, like if you do this drill, it's going to showcase exactly how efficient you are in your movement and how inefficient you are in your agility.
I think it's definitely the most athletic drill.
Of course.
Out of all of them.
Yeah. We should have like next year we should do like a combine for us.
I think we should.
I don't want to do this year because Marcel Robinson would have killed us all, I think.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, remember I was always trying to avoid that 40-yard dash with him.
Yeah.
Thank God I did because my hamstrings thanked me. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, when we get back here on the Brent and Austen show, we can talk about a little NBA, even though I know Hamby loves to do that. We got some more football news. A lot of free agent rumors happening.
We got an in-division trade.
Breaking news?
We got an in-division trade at the Combine. Pretty rare player for player. We'll break that down.
Who won this one?
Ooh.
Up for debate.
That's ahead on the Brent and Austen show.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville, off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
Cuts it back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
Say he doesn't make a tackle, you still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you,
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Breaking news. T'Vondre Sweat, Jermaine Johnson straight up. I mean, and this is the beauty of straight up trades, Hamby. We get to go right to the direct analysis and say, which team won this? And to me, I think it's obvious. Like, I think a team literally got fleeced here.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think there's one guy who's like at the top of what he does, and there's one guy who is descending. What do you think, though?
I mean, based off of that, I think you're going to say that the Jets placed the Titans.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like, I mean, and I get it. Sometimes it gets lost in the stats and everything of a nose tackle about how important they are, right? Because, I mean, I'm not sure what T'Vondre's stats quarterback sack numbers are.
I think he had one.
Okay. But I bet if you go to like his grade, like his PFF grade, I bet he's up there.
Yeah, he's probably going to be the Devon Hamilton type player.
I mean, once again, Devon's legit. I would put him maybe even a hair above Devon, but I think this is due to the fact that he was playing with one of the best at the 3 technique as well. But nevertheless, this shows to me that, well, a couple things. The Jets are going to draft an edge more than likely.
Bain, welcome to New York.
Say what?
Ruben Bain.
Oh, yeah, Ruben Bain for sure.
We'll see you at number 2.
Yeah, the Jets are going to draft an edge rusher, but also Robert Saleh really loves Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah, apparently he tried to get him in San Francisco last year.
Okay.
When he was hired as the DC.
Yeah.
After obviously being fired by New York. Tried to get Jermaine from his time. Because Saleh drafted Jermaine Johnson.
Of course.
A couple 4 years ago or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. So they reunite. Let me see. Jermaine Johnson, 7.5 sacks in 2023. That was his second year. In 2024, his third year, he pretty much missed the entire season. And then last year, played 14 games, 3 sacks. So that's probably a deal where he fits the scheme, and Saleh thinks that he can, since they're reuniting, he can get more out of him.
Sure.
He can get that 7.5 sack season again because the Titans have no edge production at all. And so they get that, and they give up Sweat, though. And, yeah, you're going to be looking at, I would assume, what the Jets would say is a really good defensive line with Sweat and Bain. I mean, that's 2 young players. It's 2 guys on their rookie contract. If those guys can pan out, the Jets deal. I mean, because I don't know about you, but, imagine if they still had Quinnen Williams. They had T'Vondre Sweat at the nose, Quinnen at the 3, and Ruben Bain on the edge.
Oh yeah, it would be, I think, one of the best defensive lines in football. Listen, if I'm a Jaguars fan right now, I'm liking this, and it's no knock on Jermaine Johnson, but we talk about this all the time. We talked about it when this is I think 2 years ago now. It would have been with Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker, where you have something that nobody really has in terms of bona fide bookends on both sides. Well, if you wanted to see what Tennessee had that really a lot of teams didn't have, they had a legit, maybe the best 3 technique in Jeffrey Simmons, and they may have had the best, if not one of the best, nose tackles in T'Vondre Sweat. That's something that nobody had. Now, I understand, on the edge, what you had Arden Key. Who else did you have? You had, Joseph Day, I think, was the other guy. I mean, yeah, needless to say.
Yes.
You didn't have a lot on the edge. Right? But, man, in terms of running the football and everything, good luck against Tennessee Titans up the middle, right? They can shut things down with Simmons and Sweat. So I'm actually excited. I think it's great for the Jaguars. I think it's great for the AFC South to get T'Vondre Sweat off there because I think he's still ascending. And like I said, with Jermaine Johnson, I think maybe he's reached his peak. And it might be coming down, but I guess if someone's going to get the best out of him, it's probably going to be Robert Saleh.
Yeah. From what I'm looking at on Twitter, and this is probably going to be a conversation for down the line, a lot of people are saying David Bailey and Arvell Reese are the top edge guys, and it's no longer Ruben Bain. That's kind of the first time I'm hearing about that. Mm-hmm. From everything that I've seen, and I thought everybody was pretty much consensus that Ruben Bain was the best player in the draft. It's Mendoza's going to go 1 because that's the biggest need of the Raiders, but the best player in the draft is Ruben Bain, and now multiple people will be like, well, it looks like the Jets are going to get Arvell Reese or David Bailey.
Let me ask you this. Do you think this is where the Combine comes into play? Because I can't remember, did all those guys play in the Senior Bowl? I think I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't know if Arvell Reese did.
And I don't remember hearing about how well they did or anything.
Which apparently his name is Vel Reese now.
Yeah.
According to his name tag at the Combine.
More power to you. But I wonder if this is where the Combine showcase comes into play a little bit. Yeah. Right? Where you almost got to display just how much of a freak of nature you are.
Reese did not participate in the Senior Bowl.
Okay.
He declared early.
Gotcha. Okay. And the other one that you mentioned?
David Bailey, I know he did. I've never seen him.
Interesting. So they have them gone both before Bain. I'm sorry, or what's the ranking? I mean, once again, this is obviously this is a draft website, so it's all about getting clicks. So it's maybe a little controversial.
And it's just people commenting on the trade on Twitter as well.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, okay, well, this all but says they're either taking Arvell Reese or David Bailey, and I'm like, well, where's Bain?
And here's the thing about Bain. Do you really need to see any more from Bain to know he's probably going to be a pretty legit pass rush? Like, the dude was an issue against top talent in college football the whole season, was he not? Like, did I miss something?
I think he took a couple plays off.
Okay.
From my eyes, when I was watching Miami, there was a few games, like the Louisville game. I think it was one of their losses. So it was either Louisville or who was their other bad loss? A team like that.
Okay.
Where I was like, where in the world is Ruben Bain?
Okay.
And he was nowhere to be found. Now, yeah, in the playoffs.
The good is good, though.
It is.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so then there's questions about the effort and everything, and I get that.
I don't know if anybody else is having that. That's what just I remember. The conversations were after that week, during the game in that week, I was like, well, top prospect, he didn't do anything, and they lost. Like that, you can't have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing here, Hamby, where I feel like despite of, if you're taking a couple plays off here or there, and I just, said the combine isn't everything, but this is an example here where if Bain was to go out and put up freakish numbers, he's almost undeniable, right? Because, teams can look at it and say, okay, maybe he loafed here. But, let's watch what he did against Ohio State. Okay, well, the guy just went to town, right? So if he has even, a decent 40-yard dash, a decent showing his athleticism and everything, I don't know. I have to see how the other guys stack up at the combine as well. But I have a hard time believing, and someone, Ryan's saying he's got short arms too. Yeah, and I remember people saying with Von Miller he was undersized and too small, and that worked out okay for him.
All right. I'm going to give you 3 players really quick. You're a team that really needs edge. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want the guy who is 6'3", 275.
Real quick, you say edge. Are we going 3-4 defensive end, or are we going? I'm sorry, 3-4 outside linebacker. Or are we going 4-3 defensive end? Because there's a difference.
First option, 3-4 outside linebacker.
Gotcha. Rush end. Okay.
So
say it again. Sorry.
I think I know your answer.
Well,
but
we'll see.
6'3", 275.
Okay.
6'4", 243. And 6'3", 250. So pretty much all the same height.
Yeah.
You got a 275, a 243, and a 250.
The last two are 6'4" and 6'3"?
Yes.
I mean, once again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, size isn't everything, but just based off those numbers, Hamby, I'm taking the guy at 6'4", because I can put a couple pounds of muscle on him. I can't make him grow another inch. So,
okay.
So once again, I'm assuming the 6'4" guys probably have the longer arms and everything, and now I'm getting in Trent bulky mode. But I would take I would take the height.
All right, so you would be taking Arvell Reese.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, he played snaps at off-ball linebacker, like him and Sonny Styles. So there's versatility there. Like he wasn't line up, put your hand in the dirt ever.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Yep.
Whereas obviously Ruben Bain was, where I would guess if you were playing hand in the dirt defensive end 4-3, then that would be your guy.
Well, and it's so interesting too, him, because the game has changed when when I was getting drafted and I'm a 4-3 defensive end, you better weigh over 270. It's as simple as that.
Right.
Von Miller got on the scene and kind of changed, I feel like. I think, there's a lot of guys out there that were freaks of nature. But, to me, Von Miller was the guy that set the precedent of saying, you don't got to be 270 pounds to be a good, edge guy.
What was he, 240?
I think, if even that, honestly. I don't know what his combine numbers were. And obviously, he was probably, probably took, a gallon of water before he weighed in. But he was on the smaller side for sure. But, nowadays, it's all about speed. Right? It's all about speed and athleticism. And, look at a guy like Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons didn't really have his hand in the dirt a lot when he played college ball, right? This is a guy that could play everywhere. But guess what? When Micah Parsons is 100% on the edge and he's healthy, the guy's an absolute demon. He's on demon time. So I get what you're saying, where just because he didn't have his hand in the dirt in college doesn't mean it's not going to correlate now to the NFL. Like, now more than ever, it seems like NFL teams want freaks of nature. They want to take guys that they can say, okay, this guy's 10-yard split is insane. This guy's, maybe he's got the reach, maybe he's got the length, the height, whatever the case may be. We can mold him into an edge rusher. We can mold him into what we want. And sometimes you take guys as projects a little bit, and then, you go from there. But, like, it all works out. Jason Pierre-Paul would be a classic example for my draft class. Mm-hmm. Jason Pierre-Paul out of South Florida, kind of a little smaller school at the time, did 10 backhand sprints on YouTube, became a first-round pick, and they molded him into a pretty solid football player for years and years to come. So, arms aren't everything. Height, build isn't everything, but great feet, great explosiveness, and speed, to me, are more important things.
So Trayvon Walker, for just a comparison, at the combine, weighed in at 272 and 6'5", so the exact same weight as Ruben Bain, but Trayvon has an inch and a half on him.
Wow.
So will Ruben Bain be almost knocked a little bit because he's 275 pounds. He's huge.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams might be just looking for a pure edge rusher.
Yeah, and it's wild because, like, wouldn't you want a Myles Garrett who can do everything, right? Like, you watch Myles Garrett play the game of football. Guy can stop the run. Guys in the backfield. Guy can get after the quarterback as well. But teams will always be infatuated first and foremost with the get off, with the ability to get after the quarterback and that first step explosiveness. And yeah, I guess if Bain doesn't have that, if he doesn't showcase that, then he may fall a little bit because, if he has it, then the size doesn't matter. Right? Like, if we're talking about here in the 40-yard dash, Ruben Bain comes out and he's got, like, the fastest 10-yard split, then the size doesn't matter. He's probably the top guy taken. But, like, if he slips up a little bit and he's maybe middle of the pack and doesn't have a great showing, then we start to question, he's not the biggest dude, he's not the tallest guy, he's got short arms. Then those start coming into play. Your athleticism, your speed will always outweigh your type of build. But when your athleticism and speed is kind of like the status quo and it's an average criteria, then that's when they bring up your size and stature, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. Someone said, too bad that Donald was too small. I know, isn't it a shame that arguably the greatest 3 technique to ever play the game was a little undersized, maybe had some T-Rex arms, and couldn't get the job done? Oh, wait, maybe the best to ever do it? Cool. Yeah.
We need to get to this before we go any further.
Okay.
Your NBA take.
Oh, yeah, we'll get real quick into this. NBA is taking part, by the way, in the past 10 games. In case you haven't been watching, your Milwaukee Bucks are 8-2 right now.
Oh?
Against all rhyme or reason, with Giannis still sitting out. I don't know if Doc Rivers is doing some kind of black magic on this team, but they're a completely different team now.
Who's the leading scorer in the last 10?
I don't know, man. It changes. Yeah, dang, for one game. You got Cam Thomas drops like 35. No, not Luau. you got Cam. Guy? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Luau Dang, man.
The longest arms I think I've ever seen.
My dude played. Well, he was out of Duke. Played for Chicago first, right? Chicago drafted him.
That's where I remember him.
Yeah, and then I forgot like where he went to a couple teams.
Timberwolves and Lakers, right?
Timberwolves for sure. Yeah, you're right. He did go on the Lakers. Yeah, but
we got a 3-year stint with the Heat that we missed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it's Dang one game. It's Cam Thomas. What's that one dude's name? Now I can't even think of him. Nance. Like it's everybody, man. Like Ryan Rollins can have a game. Like there's no rhyme or reason right now for. Oh, by the way, Kevin Porter Jr. just I think dropped like 34, 35 innings in their last game against the Heat. So there's no rhyme or reason at all for what this team's doing. But I'll keep enjoying it while I can. But let's get into real quick the Lakers. So this happened a couple nights ago. NBA is back now after that abysmal All-Star weekend. And LeBron James facing a little criticism, facing a little heat here. Do we have the video, Hamby?
I did. It looks like it disappeared. I'll go get it real quick.
No problem. I'll set it up real quick. So they're playing the Magic, by the way. So Orlando's in L.A. Luka's got a wide open shot or the ability to drive.
They're down 1, right?
They're down 1 with like 10, 15 seconds left. J.J. Redick draws the play out of the inbound. Luka gets the ball. Plenty of room to drive, to create. And LeBron James calls for the ball, even though he has a guy on him, calls for it. Luka sees it. Luka passes LeBron James the ball. LeBron James does a little fadeaway, like a step fadeaway, misses. Magic win. Lakers in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, it happens. Even the best players sometimes. Even Michael Jordan missed some game-winning shots, right? It's not a big deal. You live to see another day. You're still in contention. Let's move on. Or do we get in front of the cameras and start pointing fingers?
Oh.
Let's see what LeBron James chose to do here.
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you have to ask Luka what he saw on that, but I thought he had a good look, and it looked like he kind of just lost his balance, didn't have a rhythm with the ball, whatever the case may be, and it kind of allowed him to get back in front of him. And I was kind of off balance when he gave it to me. I thought he had a great look, but that's what I look. That's my POV.
My POV.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not comparable, but as a coach, say like one of your baseball players makes an error, right? Maybe. Okay, let's say this: he's a first baseman, right? Not the best throw to first base from your third baseman.
Yeah.
First baseman can't scoop it, can't catch it. Ball gets out. Mm-hmm. You guys lose the game because of it.
Right.
Your first baseman says that stuff and puts it on the third baseman. What do you say to him?
You had an opportunity to pick it, and you didn't.
If we have a high school baseball coach, and I think anybody would agree, breaking it down how it should be, how are you going to be one of the best basketball players in the world, one of the biggest athletes in the world, and not have a little responsibility towards you? Now I understand. If you go back and watch the play, yeah, it should have been Luka's shot, and he should have taken it.
He hesitated.
By all means, he did hesitate. But last time I checked, if you watch the film, LeBron's going like this.
Yeah, you wanted it.
Like, LeBron wanted the ball, right? So you can't have it both ways. You can't go like this and ask for the ball and then do your step-away fadeaway, not make the shot, and then blame Luka. Okay? Like, why, man? Like, just say, hey, you know what? Luka could have shot it, but as the captain, as the leader of this team, that's got to be a shot I got to make.
Yeah.
And you know what? And next time I'm very confident if I had that shot again, I would make it. Like, something like that. That's all it needs.
He also shot it with 2 seconds left where he could have gotten another dribble or at least didn't have to back to the basket fade away. And you're getting I know y'all didn't come here for a shooting take from me.
No, for sure.
But, I mean, if you're the GOAT, know the time and know that you got a chance to step into the shot or maybe even draw a foul at the three-point line. You were smothered.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do something. Don't just freaking heave it up there. It looked like it was just like he'd almost given up as he was shooting it.
And also, if you're the GOAT and you're going like this, then you got to accept the responsibility that comes with it as well.
100%.
Simple as that, man. All right, man, I think we got a guest coming up here. Security just walked in, so let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll introduce our guest. Hey, man, who do we got coming in next?
We got the A-Sun Commissioner.
All right.
It's going to be a fun one.
Let's get it, man.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
Cuts it back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
Say he doesn't make a tackle, you still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
We got tickets on sale right now. Atlantic Sun Conference Tournament, men's and women's basketball going on March 3rd through the 9th. Taking part, I believe, in VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Going to be a cool spot to watch some basketball. I remember watching it, college basketball, a couple years ago when the tournament was in town. Great venue, great experience. Hopefully people come out and support. Hopefully some Jacksonville teams will be represented as well. But we are joined now by Jeff Bacon, the commissioner of the ASUN tournament. Jeff, how we doing today?
Man, I'm great. How are you?
We're doing fantastic, man. So obviously your job is starting to ramp up a little bit now to talk to us about the tournament, talk to us about what you're seeing so far, and then the enthusiasm and the excitement going on.
Yeah, lots of excitement, right? This is the first time that we're going to be at a neutral site for this tournament in years. So our schools, our student athletes, our coaches can't wait to get down here. They're already starting to make their plans. You know, this is the last weekend of the regular season, so teams are starting to know when they're going to be here, what their seeds are. They're starting to book those hotels and get those restaurant plans, but the excitement is pretty palpable.
You know, obviously there's two sides of this coin, right? There's the side where if we have the best team in the conference, we want to be hosting, right?
Sure.
And then there's the other side, and this is where I kind of fall into play, where it's like, have it, this is a conference tournament, so let's have it at a neutral spot. Let's get that atmosphere going. What would you say to maybe some of the schools out there that are accustomed to hosting, that want that home court advantage as opposed to a neutral site?
Well, I mean, first of all, everybody's right? I mean, it's just there's no
sorry.
wrong.
Is it 2026? I think so.
Yeah. And they're all good arguments, right? Look, we've had awesome championship games on our campuses. Last year's a great example of that. We were up at Lipscomb and we had a sold out crowd. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great things about being on campus, and I understand the people that like that. But there's also a lot of great things about being a neutral site. I mean, we can ramp up the experience. We can really be big time, right? I mean, that's what we want to do. We want the student athletes to walk in and feel like, hey, this is something special, unique, different. I feel like a VIP. I feel like I made it, and I think that's what you get down here in Jacksonville. Obviously, you got the weather. We're going to be right on the water. The arena's incredible. It's a professional building. You see everybody there. You walk in and you see the teams you're trying to beat. That ramps up the energy level. The people out in the city that are going to be celebrating, and you're going to see signs up at all the bars and restaurants. It just creates an atmosphere, you know?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. So the way that it's going to work is that the quarterfinals through the finals will be hosted at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Now, for our local listeners here, the opening games could be at UNF Arena, right?
That's
but
right.
if UNF finds themselves at UNF Arena, would they actually play at JU's campus then to kind of keep it fair?
Yeah, we're taking advantage of our campuses, right? We've got two awesome campuses right here. Why not utilize them? Mm-hmm. And so, the first round of the men's and women's side will both be played at generally UNF.
Okay.
If UNF's in the game, as you just mentioned, so we don't have any kind of home court advantage situation, we will slide that game over to JU and play that game over there. The uniqueness is if we run into a situation where JU and UNF play each other, well, then what do you do, right?
Correct.
You can imagine the conversation about that.
YMCA or what?
Yeah.
Where are we going here, man?
That's right. High seed will host it.
High seed will host it.
Yep.
I got you. Andy, what do you got, man?
Yeah, you kind of mentioned it just a minute ago about how Jacksonville the fact that it's in Jacksonville really is about elevating the feel and the experience. What was it about Jacksonville, whether it's just having two home courts, like you said, you got to take advantage, but making this kind of the destination for this almost to me sounds like, as a college football guy, that bowl experience where it's like you want the city to elevate the game and the tournament and vice versa.
I think you just answered the question yourself, right? I mean, and you hit it on the nose, the destination. I mean, that's our brand. That's what we talk about in the Atlantic Sun Conference. We are the destination for a whole bunch of reasons. And Jacksonville obviously fits that definition to a T. You think about our schools coming down from Kentucky and Arkansas and Alabama and Carolina, and they're coming down to the beach in March, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a destination experience for people. But you've also got a city that's been incredibly supportive of us. The city itself, City Council, the Sports Foundation, Visit Jacksonville. We got a lot of great partners here that really wanted this event to be here and put their money where their mouth is and their muscle where their mouth is, and that meant something to us too. And then obviously having some schools here that we can take advantage of their campuses, like we just talked about, helps a lot. So there's all kinds of things that go into the equation. But at the end of the day, I think you started with the answer there, Jason. It's just the destination.
You start talking about, so all 12 teams will be competing in the tournament and everything. And right now you got Austin P, Central Arkansas, some of the top teams there. What are you seeing from this conference this year? A lot of parity, it seems like. I don't think there's any clear-cut favorite per se, and especially at a neutral court now for the championship. How do you see it shaking out? Is it really anybody's tournament this year? How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, there's always been a pretty good amount of parity in this conference for a long time, and now name, image, and likeness has actually sort of increased the parity. Because anybody can compete, right? You put a few dollars behind your program and suddenly you can compete. So the parity is probably at an all-time high. And yeah, when you get into it, you know how it is. Who gets hot for a week, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't care if you come in as the 10 seed or the 1 seed, you got a shot. And that's what's exciting about the tournament. Everybody's got a shot. Doesn't matter how your season went. So, Austin P, Central Arkansas are sitting at the top of our conference right now on the men's side. Eastern Kentucky's had an incredible year on the women's side, but you can't take anybody lightly in this conference.
And how important, too, because, I mean, obviously it's your job to get as many tickets sold, to get as many eyes as possible. Well, then when we talk about national exposure, I believe the men's game, the championship game, will be hosted on ESPN2, and then the women's final game will be on ESPN.
Yep.
Like, how much competition is there to try to vie for certain networks? And, like, do you take part of, okay, we're going against this, we're going against that? Like, how important are those details to you?
They're massively important. And to your point, the conversation that goes behind those decisions is exhaustive because there's only so many linear windows, right?
Yeah.
ESPN has 3 networks, but there's only 24 hours in a day. So where do you fit everything in? And everybody's trying to play at the same time. So that's part of the reason we play our tournament a week earlier. Right, most tournaments take place that second week of March. There's a handful of us, including us, that are the week earlier. And a big part of that is just what you just talked about. We get a linear prime time window. We're going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, the men's championship. I think we're one of maybe 2 conferences playing our championship game that day or in that window. I could be a little off on that, but pretty close. But it gives us that exclusivity, right, and that attention. And so for our student athletes in particular, to not be buried among, 10, 20 other conferences playing at the same time, it matters. And same for our women. I mean, we're playing a 5 p.m. window on Monday. That's an exclusive time for them where we're going to get all kinds of attention and eyeballs, and it's great. It's what they deserve.
You talk about national attention. I think you got a little bit last week or the week before when Austin P hit the buzzer beater against UNF.
Man.
Did you hear Brent Martineau's call of that? And if so, how bad did you think it was?
It's okay. He's not here, so it's all good. Yeah.
Man, that was awful.
Yeah,
that was just like awful announcing 101, right?
I mean, listen, like that could have been his Marv Albert. That could have been like his shot.
You had your chance.
Then they go to the big leagues and just kind of like, okay, it is what it is.
Threw away his shot, right? Threw away his shot. No, it was what a finish though, right?
Oh,
that
man,
was what
insane.
a game.
Yeah, without a doubt. So then for JU students, we're supposed to talk about here in terms of students and alumni. You guys have some kind of all season or single season. All session or single session package going on here for some JU students.
Yeah, I think we got all kinds of options for everybody, not just students, but families and groups in the area. So if you're a group, a family, a person, a student, we got all kinds of options. But for our students in particular, to your question, we've really created a deep discount. We want them there. And so I think it's a 75% discount off of the original ticket price, if I'm not wrong, to make sure that we give them a great opportunity to be there and be a part of it.
All right, I'm going to check it out myself just to see Austin P's, eventual demise, I hope, because obviously coming from the OVC, Austin P was always one of our big rivals.
Yeah, you got some history.
Yeah, so like seeing them at the top of any kind of conference, man, doesn't really sit well with me. So I like to see them
come check it out.
Not win the whole thing. Yeah, so I'll definitely be cheering against them, whoever they're playing for sure.
Fair enough.
I find it interesting that I'm looking at the standings, and Austin P is the only team that has an above 500 record away. They're 9-6, which is good. I mean, they're 12-1 at home.
That's what we call parity.
Yeah. So I mean, and every other team has a losing record on the road, and obviously when you have, whether it be a neutral site or whether it feels like a road game at JU or at UNF or at ViStar, there could be some interesting finishes here. I feel like, this, as you mentioned, this could be anybody's tournament.
Yeah, I mean, and the crowd's going to matter, right? I mean, who shows up? Who shows up to support your team? I think that's going to shift the environment and could shift the outcome of a game.
When you talk about really making Jacksonville the hub, for the conference tournament, it's really cool. But like, what do you hope to gain out of this? Like, where do you see this going 5-10 years from now, number one? And then number two, talk about the economic impact a little bit, right? Like we talk about sometimes the Tech Slayer, the Gator Bowl, of what it does for college football and fans here. Like, what will this tournament do for the city of Jacksonville?
Well, you're definitely talking about millions of dollars, right? Especially over the course of time. It'll be really interesting to see where our numbers actually fall out at the end of this year. Depending on how you want to project those and how interested you are in the meticulous detail behind that question.
Yeah.
2-3 million is probably a pretty reasonable estimate per year, and we're going to be here for a whole lot of years, hopefully for a decade or more. So I think the financial impact, the impact on the job market, what we're going to bring to the bars and restaurants in Jacksonville, the hotels, et cetera, it's really substantial and a big part of why Jacksonville wanted to put some muscle behind this event and get it here. So I think the impact's going to be substantial. I think we're here hopefully for a really long time. I'd love to see this thing really plant in Jacksonville in year one and then grow. We want the community to feel like this is their tournament, right? We want, if you live in Jacksonville and you're a sports fan, we hope you have pride in the fact that you've got a Division I men's and women's basketball tournament right here in your backyard, and you got access to it every year. That's not something that a lot of people in the country get.
Not at all.
So I hope that the community really, really grabs on.
Talking to Jeff Bacon here, commissioner of the ASUN. Just a couple more questions. Sam, you got anything else for him?
I think that's it. I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So as far as tickets are concerned and everything, where can fans find tickets? How can they get involved? Obviously online, but you want to give some details about how you can get tickets?
Yeah, it couldn't be easier. Just go to asunsports.org. /tickets if you want to put the /tickets in. There you go.
There we go.
But just go to our website, asunsports.org. We've got everything you need there to get you ready to go.
And do we know, is Brent Martineau going to be back on the calls for this tournament?
I hope not.
Got to bring in the big guns, right? Got to bring in the big guns for this thing, man. If there's going to be a buzzer beater, you're on ESPN2, it's got to be somebody legit.
That's right. Sorry, Brent. Love you. Love you, man.
Jeff Bacon, thanks for stopping by, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks,
all right,
fellas.
we got more football. We got more guests coming in. We got to celebrate Marcel Robinson. Chock full more on the Brent and Austen show when we get back here.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax now using your Roku device.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
The madness stops today.
Special thanks to A-Sun Commissioner Jeff Bacon for stopping by. Listen, we talk about sports on this show, but if I come across something that is so outlandish and so crazy, we put everything else in the back burner.
Yep.
Sorry, football. Sorry, combine. And this isn't like me and Hamby both saw this, and I thought it was a fake. I thought it was obviously from like ChatGPT or something, or like an AI thing. Hamby, this is real.
This is legit.
Please break it down for us.
Okay, so this comes from the official account, Twitter account, of the Tampa International Airport. It reads, in part, "It's time to ban pajamas at Tampa International Airport. After successfully banning Crocs and giving everyone the amazing opportunity to experience the world's first Crocs-free airport, it's time to take on an even larger crisis." The madness stops today. The movement starts now. Help Tampa become the world's first Crocs-free and pajama-free airport.
All right. So much to break down here.
Yeah.
Numero uno. Hey, Tampa International Airport.
1 second. Give me just.
Yep.
You
know, what's up? Oh.
This is absolutely madness.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a second for it to digest. Can you bring their logo back up real quick, please?
Yep. I can't believe it. This is. I've checked 3 times now. This is 100% legit.
Yeah, so they're trying to ban pajamas at the airport. Hey, Tampa International Airport. You ain't O'Hare. You're not JFK. Like, I understand this is probably trying to get you some, like, in conversation because we think of, like, Miami-Dade and we think of, like, Orlando International. Tampa Bay International Airport has never been on my, like, radar whatsoever. No. Now, your logo, you jacked the Pepsi logo a little bit, didn't you?
Dang.
Kind of jacked the Pepsi logo a little bit and then put a little airplane with some different colors in there.
It's currently on CM Punk's arm.
But you kind of jacked the Pepsi logo a little bit. Yep. So off to a bad start. Is this what we've come to now? Is telling people what they have to wear and cannot wear at airports? Like, I get it. I'm not a PJs guy, right? Like, I feel like after I was, like, 8 years old, my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, PJs had to go to the wayside. Sorry, Leonardo. Sorry, Donatello. Love you guys, but we all got to grow up sometime. It's all good. But, like, I'm not going to let it ruin my day. Like, if I'm at an airport and I see somebody wearing pajamas, you know what? I bet they probably had a long day. Maybe they had a red eye. Maybe they had a couple delays, and they just feel more comfortable. Not going to let it ruin my day.
Why do you care?
Thank you. Now, I'm not going to lie. There is a school of thought of people out there, and I used to play with one of these guys with the Jaguars named Aaron Morgan, where it's like flying is a privilege, and you should dress accordingly. Like my dude Aaron Morgan, dude, no, get this. Aaron Morgan, hey, check this out. Aaron Morgan, undrafted free agent, great dude, was an edge rusher. Every single flight, and this isn't like I'm saying like during the season. This is like, you know, I would meet him when we were going for OTA or something like that in the airport. We had the same flights together. He would wear a suit on every single flight because he thought that flying was a privilege. Okay? I stopped caring about the privilege when you started cutting out my drinks during, like, you know, when Spirit Airlines just said, hey, you know what? If you want to save some money, you're not getting a free soda. Oh, okay. Well, then guess what? Then I'm not going to wear a suit and tie. Can you imagine wearing a suit and tie on Spirit Airlines?
And you can't even get a freaking grog.
Could you imagine? Right? Like, and I get it. Back in the day, before I was even born in the 70s and 80s, when people were chain smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey and probably talking inappropriately to stewardesses all the time, that was a different way of life.
That's true.
We've evolved. Be yourself. Who cares if someone's wearing some sweatpants and some Crocs on an airplane? It's not going to ruin my day. Now, if you go barefoot and your feet smell, well, then guess what? I'm calling the entire commission. I'm getting you thrown off the plane. Okay? No one's trying to smell your stinky feet, Hamby.
Brother,
come on now.
You are not putting that much effort in.
Hamby, if I'm sitting next to somebody and someone's barefoot and their feet smell, you better believe I'm putting some kind of effort into it.
Lee?
You're just going to bite the bullet and let someone stinky...
No.
If it's an hour plus, you better believe that it ain't happening. Now, Liv Morgan. I call it Liv Morgan. Sorry,
I've been watching too much Judgment Day.
I've been watching way too much wrestling. Liv Tasley.
Hey, I'm proud of how they did that segment. Her picking Stephanie Vaquer.
It was fine. It was obvious.
Onward,
it was obvious, but yeah, onward. Liv Tasley.
You know,
you're kind of the fashionista of Action Sports Jax.
Lives in a sweat set. Does that count as pajamas?
I feel like it's a distant cousin. It's PJ adjacent.
But like if you're wearing like, I don't know, like a Lululemon or like a designer aloe or like a sweat set, like a nice sweat set, that should be fine.
Okay, but don't act like but what if it's like a Kirkland thing? That's okay too. Don't act like because I spent $100 on a sweatshirt, that's okay. But
I have
like my $30 Carhartt sweatshirt.
Yeah, I don't even have any of those, but I'm just throwing that out there.
That's a flex.
I have an Abercrombie one.
Okay,
that's fine. Like if you have a nice matching sweat set, I think that's appropriate.
Sure.
Like athleisure is very in right now.
Okay, there we go. My only point, though, is like...
But what is pajamas to them? I think they need to define what pajamas is to them.
And once again, if I'm going to fly on a discounted flight that doesn't give me any kind of drinks or any kind of snacks at all, I can't get a Biscoff cookie, you bet your ass I'm not going to be wearing a suit to try to appease the Tampa International Airport.
Those cookies they're so bad.
Though, so good. Okay.
Hamby, Biscoff cookies are delicious.
No, they're not.
This child.
Did he just diss the Biscoff
Yeah,
cookies?
he really did.
I asked for extra.
All right.
Bricks.
What? Those are my favorite.
Don't even listen to him. Yeah, he's...
Who are...
He's
First
in his
Girl
own
Scout
world.
cookies, now no Biscoff cookies?
He's his own man. It is what it is.
I'm disappointed, Hamby.
All right. But Liptastic, we all
Those little pretzels they give you are pretty good.
If you got something to drink with it.
Well, it depends on which airline.
That's what I'm saying. So what, you're going to have some dry, stale-ass pretzels and you can't get anything to drink with it? But I'm wearing a suit, so it's all good? Doesn't make any sense now, does it?
I'm genuinely curious. My wife and I were looking at flights for a little trip coming up, and Spirit looks like the one we're going to go with because there's very little on that day.
Sure.
Do they offer a beverage?
Does Spirit offer?
I've never flown Spirit.
Oh, well, excuse us, Liv.
I'm sorry.
Oh, look at Liv. Look at Liv flexing.
I don't fly
never flown Spirit.
very often.
Liv, I just
Bro,
saw,
you just
Liv,
went to
I just saw you in Abu
India.
Dhabi or something.
What do you
So
mean
don't say you don't fly.
I don't think
You literally
Spirit
spent a
goes to
whole
Abu
day of
Dhabi.
your life.
I literally
flying.
saw you in Abu Dhabi. I literally saw you in Las Vegas, but you
What
don't
are you
fly. So
talking
what are we
about?
doing? Are we hitching?
Okay, this is a very rare
Did you
4
set
months.
sail?
Yeah.
I had like 3 destination weddings. Other than that, I don't think I've taken a plane in years.
Okay.
I'm just not buying that.
I'm not buying
No.
that either.
I've had 3 Vegas,
literally
New
the
Orleans.
travel-
New Orleans, I took Southwest, which was nice.
Okay.
I used to fly Southwest home from
Liv,
college.
Liv's trying to cut the commercial right now. She's trying to get that.
Get a commercial. We have a guest.
No. I'm saying she's trying to cut that. Trying to get that check.
In
The
the last
Southwest
couple
check.
months,
Oh,
Vegas,
I like Southwest.
Yeah, there we go.
Vegas, New Orleans, India.
Yeah,
Are those the 3?
those are the 3 destination weddings.
And you're telling me before Vegas you hadn't gone anywhere on a flight in a long time?
Years, because I usually drive to my parents
find it hard to
in
believe.
North Carolina. Cruises, I usually do cruises over flights.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't remember the last time. I think the last time I was on a flight was my European trip, which was before my 30th birthday.
Okay. Can you wear pajamas on a cruise? Or people look at you funny?
Yeah, no, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
then, hey,
that's like
Tampa International Airport. We're all
You can wear
set.
nothing on a cruise.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what kind of cruise you're on.
got
but
like
yeah.
matching sets. You got
Depends what kind of cruise you're on.
crazy family picture sets.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
What's going on?
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this was our. I mean, we can get Paul Dozier up in here a little bit, get his
I
thoughts
wanna
about
hear
it.
his thoughts.
I feel like Paul Dozier's not gonna be a suit guy on an airplane.
Yeah, he laughed at
Like
that.
if I'm gonna put money down, I think me and Paul Dozier kind of share the same philosophy where it's like either it's gonna be a funeral, or it's gonna be a wedding. We're either gonna celebrate love or we're gonna celebrate someone's life. That's the only time you're gonna get a collared shirt and you're gonna get a tie out of me. And I think Paul might be the same way, but let's get him in here and ask him here because and by the way, Hamby, to close on your thing real quick, you said Spirit Airlines.
I think that's what we're gonna fly because I don't think there's any other option.
Where are you flying to?
We're trying to go to like either the St. Thomas or St. John, like one of the Virgin Islands.
Okay. Yeah, that might be the ticket. Hamby, I'm going to let you and Paul take over for a second because I'm getting a call right now from USADA, who is the drug testing collector of the UFC. Oh, no. And I think I have a drug test I got to take here. So I'm going to... Yeah, so Liv, go ahead and take my spot. This is live radio, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens sometimes. Maybe we can go live for my urine collection as I'm taking it too as well.
I think we're all set on that. Paul, welcome in.
Hey.
How we doing?
I'm good. You don't like Biscoff cookies? Are you kidding me?
What?
Dude,
Honestly.
Serious. I mean,
what is wrong with you, Hamby?
Gosh, what else don't you like that normal?
sure there are plenty of things. Paul.
I can bear. I need to turn my. I need to
you
get
turn
turned
this
up a
up?
little
All
bit
right,
if
hold
I
on.
can.
Okay.
All right, test it now.
About now, Hamby.
How'd a baby?
There you go. Perfect.
There?
There we
All right.
go.
Thank you. Lou.
Paul, you're not wearing pajamas or a
No,
suit
I don't wear pajamas, buddy.
or a suit. You wear. When's the last time you wore a suit?
I own a suit.
Okay. All right.
If I wear a suit, it's a bad day usually for somebody.
I hear that.
It's,
I hear that. Last wedding you went to, Paul.
Oof. I feel like it hadn't been too long.
Okay.
I'm going to one next month.
How'd a baby?
There you go. Flying or
Driving. It's in Sarasota.
a lot of people.
I'd rather drive. If I have the option, I'm
Sarasota,
driving.
you're not flying to Sarasota.
8 hours. 8 hours or less. It's drive.
Hours or less.
That's
Okay.
what I think.
Okay. All right.
Road trip. See, I remember, and it's funny that they put this out because I recently saw that like what Austin was going off of, that flying is a privilege, like only like upper class people could fly, so they would dress to the nines because it's more of an occasion to get on a plane and go somewhere. So I can see how it is a privilege, like not many people can afford a flight. So I do appreciate that. But I think now that we have these flights that are lasting 8 to 15 hours, like I'm gonna wear pajamas or a sweat set, like I said.
I feel like you see more weird, strange dressed people in airports than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like there's all walks of life. You see the suit, you see the businessman, then you see the guy that just doesn't care, just like get me where
there.
I'm going. Yeah.
Yep. They probably went through 7 canceled flights, just want to be comfortable, just want to
Right.
get home. Let the people live.
I prefer to drive because I'm on my own schedule then, versus Golly, anxiety. What if there's a wreck on the way to the airport? Just flying gives me anxiety, period. Like, are we going to be late?
Yep.
Are we going to, I can't sleep the night before. Because usually when we go to these Gator Road games, we take the early morning flight out, 6 o'clock, 6:30. So we got to get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock to go to the airport. Am I going to oversleep? And trust me, I've never oversleep because I don't go to sleep. So it's.
Sound like Brent.
Yeah. So I don't know. I prefer driving.
Yeah.
And I can leave. Hey, if we have a couple too many drinks the night before and we need to sleep till 9, then we'll sleep till 9. Whatever.
Go right ahead.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Speaking of the Gators, Paul, nice win last night over Texas.
Yeah.
Starting to come together for you guys. 8 straight, and
8
I think
straight.
the road win there is. I think
It was
that
7.
proves something.
Yeah.
7 straight on the road.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like from your guys right now?
Yeah, they were playing pretty well. Even Boogie Flan made a couple threes the last couple games. It's
gosh, y'all hate him.
I don't hate him. I think he's an unbelievable defender. I just think he's he hasn't been shooting it well, but he's made I think 3 or 4 threes the last couple games. I mean,
He was one of the top scorers last night.
yeah.
I think he got 22 or 20 points on the board.
Xavier Lee, he's playing pretty well. I mean,
yep.
And Glavshar's shooting, nailing threes. I mean, if they play well, they're going to be hard to beat. And they can beat anybody. They can win it again. It's very hard, obviously, but who knows?
Who do you think is their toughest competition in the SEC tournament? You think it's Kentucky, or you think it's a high-flying team like Bama?
No, I don't think it's Bama.
What do you say?
I don't know. I don't think anybody's very good in the SEC. I mean, really.
Okay, out of the top-ranked teams, who's their
do you think that any SEC team besides Florida has a chance to win the national championship?
No.
Really, truly, no.
I don't.
Last year, you could have said what, 3 or 4?
Yeah, easily.
I mean, Auburn was in the Final Four, obviously. So I mean, this year, Alabama plays no defense.
0. They're going to score 100 points.
Yeah, I mean they're a really good scoring team, but at some point you got to stop somebody. And you run into a good defensive team, it seems like defense wins championships in all sports, right?
Yeah.
Look at the U.S. hockey, right?
Maybe Vandy. I feel like a team like a Vandy could potentially
Vandy could get hot and make a run.
Yeah.
Vandy's a good team. I agree.
Georgia lost last night on the road to Vandy, which is not that big of a deal. It was a tight ball game at the end. They lost by 8. Paul, I don't know. Since you remember when the Dogs went, and when was it? It was probably 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when it was either a hurricane or some kind of natural disaster. They jammed all those games in tight, and they went on a run and won the SEC championship.
Yep, I remember that. There was I believe a tornado up there in Atlanta, and they were not a very good team, and they got hot and won the tournament.
Yeah, they played a bunch of games in a row. Everybody's dehydrated. I don't even know maybe there wasn't AC or something like that. Well, we haven't done anything in the tournament since then, in the conference tournament. So we are just bad enough, like good enough, but like irrelevant enough right now, where we're like fringe March Madness tournament, where I feel like this could be a year for us.
I think you're going to get in the tournament.
We got good guards.
Yeah, I think you're going to get in the tournament.
Good guards.
And Georgia's got very good shooters too. That if they get hot, they can fill it up, which is the great equalizer in college basketball, right?
Mm-hmm. Give us an update on the Northeast Florida Wahoo shootout.
A lot of wind is the update. We did weigh. I'm not sure what day I weighed the fish, but a 104 pounder last week.
I think that was my buddy Luke Anderson.
It was your buddy Luke Anderson.
Okay, that was him.
It was.
I couldn't tell.
Absolutely was.
Yeah, played. He went to Providence. I think he was the grade right below me. Good, decent baseball player, and but always loved fishing more for sure.
Might be better at fishing than baseball.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure if he's catching a 104 pounder.
Yeah, apparently they've caught several. His dad Scott's a good guy, and they got young guys fishing, which I love seeing that.
So
young guys your age, Hamby.
Yeah, was their whole group?
I think they were all young guys. Okay. Yeah, I think they were all young guys. His dad hopped in the picture. I think his dad probably pays for the fuel, so he gets to get in the picture.
Yeah, I hear
that.
They were on TV on Saturday or Sunday night.
Yeah, thank you guys for that. That's right. But the weather is shaping up for this weekend. Apparently, that's what the weather services say. I don't know. It's supposed to be high of 66 and raining Saturday. I've never had a really good fishing day in the rain, but they're calling for 2 to 3 foot seas. There's another Wahoo tournament. The Conch House down in St. Augustine's hosting a Wahoo tournament, and a lot of the guys are going to double dip, and they're gonna fish both tournaments on the same day.
Is that allowed?
Yeah. We're gonna use. I have several scales, and I'll take my scale down there, and as long as they go by my rules, our rules,
Okay.
and we'll just weigh fish down there. Take a little work off your buddy here, Let them lift up those 100-pound fish,
So what have you had? Have a lot of people chosen to go out in the last week, or has it been, hey, we're going to wait a little bit longer?
It's weird, man. It's like nobody's fishing. It's like everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting. The water quality hasn't been that. It's been windy and rough, but the water's off too. The water's really green. You want blue water for the better Wahoo fishing. The water's green. All this west wind we've been having is no good. And so everybody's just kind of sitting around waiting. And the full moon is next Tuesday, I believe.
Okay.
And that's when they usually try to go. And now the weather's kind of iffy and the water's off this weekend. So everybody's like, I might wait till the new moon in March, which is the last weekend or the weekend before the last weekend, about the 15th of March or something like that. So we'll see. The interesting thing about this tournament is it can be one in one day. So you can weigh 3 fish in one day. So it makes you can be a little bit more selective on your days versus, we got to go. And it's also interesting, we've been running this tournament since February 6th. And we haven't had that beautiful bluebird flat calm day. That's what happens. You get this beautiful where it's flat calm, 80 degrees, and the whole fleet goes. You get 60, 70 boats going in one day. We have not had that. I think the most we've had in one day is 15 this year. So,
and how many boats total are in?
213.
Okay, so 15 is really not
a
nothing.
lot.
Not a lot.
Wow.
No. Wow. I would bet you 150 boats have not fished today. Something along those lines. So it's coming. We're going to be busy here coming up here soon. But I think a lot of people are going to go Saturday because they're calling for good weather, but it could be a little sucker forecast,
Okay. So would you say it was a gamble when the guys that caught the 104-pounder was a little bit of a gamble, or they struck gold at just the right time and got out?
Yeah, did they have a lucky day on Saturday?
Yeah, well, it was a lucky day. I mean, they got really lucky. They caught one fish. That's the thing. You need 3 to win the tournament. Now, there's also a side bet, and the second place is the largest Wahoo, so they're in a great position. Don't get me wrong, but they caught one fish all day. They lost another one right at the gaff and whatever, but for example, a week before, a boat caught 11 Wahoo, but they didn't have anything that big. So these fish are very finicky and selective about the water. It would amaze you how much, like the water can be, this color is what you want. If it's the color of that backdrop, the green.
Show us over here.
You got to show us the balloon color.
There you
go.
There we go. That's what we want. A little blue water. Clear, clean blue water. We don't want green water. I'm looking for something
for our turf wall.
Yeah, your turf wall back there.
Is that simply for visibility's sake?
I don't know. I think they're like us. We'll handle a little bit of a bad restaurant if the AC, or a good restaurant if the AC is broken and it might be a little chilly in there or hot in there, but you get excellent food, you're going to go there. But if the food's not good, I don't care what the water looks like. Same thing. If the bait stays there, then there'll be a few fish around. But they tend to bite better when the water's right.
Now, does temperature matter as well?
Absolutely. The preferred temperature is about 71, 72 degrees, and a lot of the water's been 67, 68. So I don't think it's enough to move them, but these guys are banking. There's a spot up northeast off of St. Mary's called the R4 Tower. It's a Navy tower up there, and there's some bottom just offshore. That's where everybody's been winning the tournament the last 3 or 4 years. And
Does
the water's
everybody know that, Paul?
Yeah,
like,
I'm not breaking any news
I was
here.
Is this a secret spot?
Let me just tell you, there was apparently 60 boats on this one spot one day last year, and everybody's like, this is ridiculous. Well, maybe we need to find a new spot. Anyway, yeah, everybody's kind of waiting for that to get right, and it might not get right. That's what everybody's kind of waiting for that blue, clean, warm water to make it up there. Right now today, it looks like it's about 66 degrees up there, which I don't think you're going to catch a lot of Wahoo in 66-degree water, but we'll see.
So, take me through it. If I have just caught a 104-pounder or something that I know that is very significant, when do I have to call you to make sure you're there to weigh it?
You fished till 5 o'clock, so they were trying to catch another one, obviously. They fished till the end. and then they have to check in by 8 o'clock at night, and then they check in.
So you're there every night at the same
No,
time?
I don't. I don't go over there. They call me if you're gonna. You got to call me when you get to the inlet. You have to be inside the inlet by 8 o'clock. You call me. If you want to weigh it the day of, you can weigh it from 6 to 7. But if you fish till 5 and you're 60 miles offshore, you're not going to make it back in time.
Right.
So 90% of the boats will weigh tomorrow, the next day, from 9 to 11 at Strike Zone Fishing on Beach Boulevard.
Okay, right up the road.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, we're going to hear from Action Sports Jax Captain Roger Bump with our weekly fishing tip of the week.
Captain Roger Bump here with your Action Sports inshore fishing forecasts and reports for Northeast Florida. This week, water temperatures continue to stay in the mid-50s. Water clarity is about as good as it gets. You can sight fish down to 5 feet. It's probably the clearest I've seen it in years. Some great lures to try if you're starting out is a red and white redhead jig, 1/8 ounce with a curly tail grub. You'll catch everything on this. Flounder, redfish, and trout. That's a good starting lure if you're just getting into lures in the inshore area of Northeast Florida. Another great lure that I'll be fishing this week is a cotton cordell super spot. This is like a rattle trap. And the way I work it is I jerk it up and feel the vibration. I let it drop and I let it sit for a second. And that's how I pause it. I let it sit up and let it sink. And I like this lure because I can fish a lot of depths, those 8 to 10 foot depths. I can just let it drop down, and I can fish areas a lot quicker. Those creeks, those marinas, those residential dock areas. There are plenty of to get out of the wind, especially this weekend with all the windy conditions that are going to happen. And that's supposed to calm down maybe Wednesday next week. But for now, you're going to have to fish in the wind. Until next week, this is Captain Roger Bump with your Action Sports inshore fishing forecast and report.
Well done.
All right, good tip, Paul.
Yeah, that's Captain Rogers, good fisherman. You know, we always say he gives good tips too. But yeah, I think that might be last week's report from Captain Roger because he said it's going to be real windy this weekend. It's not. It's actually going to be really nice for the El Cheapo. They've just mentioned to me the El Cheapo Sheep's Head Tournament, largest Sheep's Head tournament in the world, right here in Jacksonville, is Saturday, and the Jacksonville Offshore Sport Fishing Club puts it on, and they do a great job. Now, I don't know how many boats they've got these days, but they got a lot. So if you want to go fish the jetties just for fun this weekend, you're going to have a lot of company because that's where a lot of the Sheep's Head live is along the jetties headed out to the ocean, along the rocks. They feed on structure. They live around structure, bridge pilings, jetties, stuff like that.
Paul, before we get you out of here, I know you're a season ticket holder. Want to get your thoughts on the Jags' 2 home games in London. Like we said yesterday, I don't think that should come really as a surprise. The Jags franchise as an organization are going to portray this as, hey, be lucky that you get 6 instead of 0 because we thought about moving the team out for 2 whole years. We're not going to do that. Going to have to sacrifice another home game. Your reaction was?
No surprise. That I am a season ticket holder, and I believe that if you signed up last year, if you renewed last year, you did not have to do it this year to keep your seats for the new stadium or keep your guarantee for the new stadium. My biggest issue with the Jaguars tickets, and every NFL fan is the same, is the 2 preseason games. So now they're going to charge us full price for 2 bad preseason games and only 6 home games. Where last year, what did we have? 8 home games?
8. And
1 preseason game.
Right.
So if you have premium tickets, that cost, let's say, $600-700 a seat a game, and then you got to buy 2 bad preseason games for full freight price, where you might see a series or 2 out of the guys.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah.
And by the way, the drinks are still $25 a piece. And, whatever. I don't know. They got to do something about the preseason, in my opinion. I think we can all stomach 1 preseason game. I get it. But, that's 25% of your, more than that, right? It's a third.
Yeah, maybe this is where they're trying to get their money back for the capacity cut.
Well, it is. But and every NFL team has 2 home preseason games every other year. So, but they just need to get it I mean, I guess they're going to go to the 18 games at some point and 2 preseason games, which makes sense. And you have 9-9 and 1-1. You know, but
Paul, have you been over to London?
I have not. I think
Are you thinking about it?
I wouldn't mind going. You know, it's football season. It's college football season too. I'd probably rather go to Auburn than London.
I hear that.
You know,
I hear that.
seems like a little bit better fit for me. You know, I don't know.
I feel like with the back-to-back, though, it's way more enticing. You get 2 completely different stadiums,
Yeah.
2 completely different games. You can travel anywhere from London. Go to Paris for a weekend or
India or wherever you've been.
I
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
India for
yeah.
10 days. Yep. Shout out to my friends who got married in India. Really cool cultural experience over there. That's for sure. So yeah.
So is this somebody you met in college and they got married in India?
Actually, someone who I got really close with. So I used to live right next to Brewhound.
Okay.
And I watched it get built, and I was an OG. I was, I think, number 17 member to sign up.
Okay.
Went there for years. Got close with the groom who was the brewmaster.
Okay.
Of Brewhound, and we just got close. His dogs got along with Aspen, and then he met his wife, and he told me all about her, and we just stayed close.
Awesome.
And he had, I think, about 30 people from America come out to his wedding.
I mean, seriously, something talk about once in a lifetime.
That
I mean,
was, yeah.
I think we overstate once in a lifetime a lot of times, but that's, I mean, it looks like an amazing experience,
Yeah,
truly.
it's a 4-day long wedding.
Yep.
The actual ceremony day was 4 hours. So all American weddings are going to seem like express weddings now. But it was cool. It was different. Like, obviously, they were doing their rituals and prayers and all that in the center. And then you could actually get up and go eat.
People just eat and talk during the whole thing.
Yeah, like people don't sit and watch the wedding. They actually mingle around. And when your time is up, they give you like a brochure of the wedding or a pamphlet of the wedding of what's happening to follow along. And when your part's up, you get closer to your seat and you do your thing, and then you can go mingle again. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. And then, of course, when I'm in India, you got to go see the Taj Mahal.
Sure.
So went and checked that off the bucket list, and
Love it.
it was good to go.
That's awesome. Maybe never again, right?
Yeah, I did it. It was a one and done experience. I feel like I got as much in as possible in the 10 days. I went to the Taj Mahal, another temple, explored the city, explored the country, like did it all.
You're a good friend.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, they were great hosts. They were just like, hey, if you can get here, everything else is taken care of.
Awesome.
So shout out to them and their family for putting on an amazing experience for all of us.
Sounds amazing.
Love it. Let's go fishing. Presented by Nimbley Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors. Paul, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Always,
See you guys
Paul.
next week. Yes, ma'am.
All right. When we come back, a little hat tip to Marcel Robinson. Brent will join us.
Dun dun dun.
At some point, Austin took a drug test. We'll get the
He's drinking right now.
unofficial results. That's it.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax now using your Roku device.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Austen, you know who this is?
I do not. He looks to be in trouble with something.
Yeah, what does this remind you of? This is actually good that you don't know.
Well, no, this looks like a combine. Like, it looks like he's in like a hotel, and I see microphones in the bottom right corner. I don't get what the time is, but to me, this reminds me about being at the combine, getting questioned with like the bright lights. Like I'm under interrogation about my past mistakes that I made in college and my high school career.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, okay, so what this is the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, yeah, so definitely under interrogation.
Yeah, I mean, everybody else is under the bright lights, and they made Clint Kubiak in a episode on Dateline. This is Criminal Minds. This is he is the husband of somebody who has been in trouble with the law.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, bro, like, what are we doing here?
We're okay. So this is his interview with the Raiders.
No, this is at the combine yesterday. Like, everybody else is under the bright lights. I don't know why. I mean, this is a radio show, but
Where's the Raiders merch that he's supposed to be rocking?
Dude, I don't know, but he literally does he not look like he's on a crime show?
Yeah, this doesn't look right, man. This looks crazy.
This looks like a 1980s movie.
Yeah. Hamby, I have to go give my sample real quick. Do you want me to do that right now so we can, because we have an interview coming up here, so you want me to take care of that right now and you can hold down the fort while I'm
man.
gone?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have like any running water that you can play on the feed where I can listen? I'm just saying, man.
You need like a soothing music?
Well, I went like an hour ago.
Oh,
and now I'm
God.
trying to like rehydrate
This
it.
is
Yeah,
not good.
it's not ideal. And we have to do an interview in literally like 10 minutes.
Pressure.
Yep.
This is under pressure. Let's see if I can perform. All
yeah,
right.
can you chug that?
I feel like chugging's not going to help. Hey, if I can't go one out, what am I going to do?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys hold it down. I'll
Think
be
about
back in a little
waterfalls.
bit. I'll think about some waterfalls and everything. Aspen, do you want to go for me?
I think she can go. She can always go.
She can always go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. All right. I'll see you guys in a
Think
little bit.
about Aspen.
I'll
Think
see you guys
about
in a little bit.
her
This
talents.
This is live. This is live streaming coming at you.
I love it.
All right. Well,
Liv, I wanna take a second to talk about the Houston Texans.
what do you want to talk about?
The Houston Texans, first of all, earlier this morning, the Texans fired their quarterback coach.
Good.
Which is about as weird of timing as you could really get. Why you would fire your quarterback coach at the NFL Combine when the season has been over for a full 2 months for you, or maybe 6 weeks at the very least. It really doesn't make any sense. The fact that, this is also coming off of Nick Caserio, their GM, talking about, dismissing all comments about CJ Stroud and, saying, I think the word was moronic, anything that, he could be potentially traded or moved on from.
Is moronic.
Yeah. So in full defense of him, and I mean, we've seen that he was quick to fire the offensive coordinator 2 years ago with Bobby Slowick, who around the NFL, everybody thought he was, like an up and coming guy.
Yeah.
So he's all in on CJ Stroud. And we kind of talked about yesterday, man, just the fact that he's having to answer these questions really shows how steep the decline of Stroud was. I mean, how bad it was. Just the fact that he's having to answer, hey, is he going to be your quarterback going into the future? But today they fire the quarterback coach, and that makes me think, was there something behind the scenes here?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely shows that they are all in on getting Stroud going and getting the right guy for Stroud. And they're all in on Stroud, like, to me, at least that's what it looks like. Like, okay, like this guy wasn't working. Let's go find you another guy. But it also is, like you said, the weird timing around it because it's like a lack of urgency. Like, who are you going to go get this late in the game who didn't get a promotion or moved on already? Like, who's left?
Yeah.
And, these assistant type of coaches, I'm sure you can get them easier than an offensive coordinator or a head coach for sure. But yeah, it feels awkward, if that makes sense. It feels like I said, like there's a lack of urgency. If you really wanted to go get a really good guy, I feel like you would have gone and gotten him after the season for Stroud, or at least would have been researching by now and testing guys out and who Stroud wants. Maybe they do have a guy. But yeah, it seems like the audition phase is kind of closing in and you're kind of left with who's out there, who's left.
Yeah. Well, one of the other interesting things I think coming out of the Texans at the Combine is really this whole handling of Joe Mixon, the situation there. I mean, obviously, he's a big free agent pickup for them in 2024 and plays great, goes over 1,000 yards, and we just didn't hear from him at all last year. He's out with an injury. But even last year, there was, going into the fall, I mean, I know this specifically because of fantasy football purposes. It was like, all right, well, Joe Mixon might miss 4 to 6 weeks coming off of the surgery the year before. We just never played. Like, he missed the entire season, and there was always, week by week, more questions than answers surrounding Joe Mixon. And this seems like it's almost like the Achilles heel for the Texans brass, the front office, is they cannot seem to figure out a way to actually answer questions on Mixon the right way, evidenced by this latest answer from, the GM, Nick Casterio. Here that is from Tuesday.
I've been able to examine or meet with Joe Mixon, and what do you see for his future?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked to Joe and his representative. So honestly, it's day to day. So like we've had conversations, trying to get a little bit more information. I think he had a surgery here this offseason in some capacity. So trying to get some follow up after that. So again, I've said this multiple times. I'm not trying to be evasive. It's a moving target. So we'll kind of see what the availability is going to be, what the prognosis is for the season, and then ultimately try to figure out like what makes sense for everybody involved.
So it seems like nobody knows what's going on.
Dude. You're the GM of the football team.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that you're not a medical professional. And I also understand that we have this idea sometimes that these guys are just always in a constant stream of communication, that they're really just not. However, the fact that you're paying this guy millions of dollars and you hit one of these.
Yeah, he's like, I think
he had surgery this offseason.
That's kind of a big deal.
Bro, you don't know?
You don't know if one of your players. Yeah, no.
You don't know if he had surgery or not?
I'm out. Maybe this guy's trying to get fired. Maybe this is his way of like, get me out of here.
Oh, I doubt it's that.
Like, get me out. Like, I have no idea what's going on.
The fact that he hit the cartoonish finger above the eye, like,
yeah.
Like thinking, man, like it would have been better off if he hit one of these. I don't know what's happened to Joe Mixon.
I feel like
insane.
there's definitely different ways to go about it. Like, hey, like we're waiting to see how he feels, what he's going through. Don't say, yeah, I don't know. Like, he might have had surgery. Like, he might have had surgery. That's a chaotic comment coming from a GM. Like, that means there is a miscommunication of something is going on. Either they don't want to tell you or what. Like, that feels sketchy to me.
I agree.
Austen, are you telling people that you get surgery?
Absolutely not. No, like that's not a positive thing.
That's not great.
No, especially if I'm a player, right? You're talking
about
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And I distinctly remember I accidentally one time in a combine interview, they asked me about a guy I was training with.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say the guy's name because he was upset with me for doing this.
Oh, dear.
They asked me about a guy I was training with. I'm like, yeah, he's great. And then they asked me, like, what about his injury history? And I go, oh, yeah. Because I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably should have been thinking. But once again, this is Austen trying to be like, a good soldier.
Guy, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I kind of disclosed, like, yeah, from what I understand, he had surgery on this and then on this. And they're like, oh, interesting. Well, then because we had the same agent. Then my agent called me. He's like, why are you telling so-and-so's medical history? I'm like, because they asked.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, you just don't say that. So I'm like, okay, fair enough then.
Gotcha.
Will do. Yeah, yeah.
I've changed into a different person.
Yeah. No, Hamby's, listen, there's a lot of inner workings right now going on this show. I'm trying to do a drug test with USADA through the UFC.
But we did it.
Liv Tasley's filling in. Oh, I still haven't gone, by the way.
Oh, no.
He's on hold. No, man, because we got an interview coming up. I want to be a part of it, obviously. I set this interview up, so you better believe I'm going to be down to interview this dude coming up. Have you seen the video, by the way?
Well, I have not seen this video.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Hamby's got it. We'll probably preface it by showing the video real quick. And then do you want to take a break, Hamby, or should we get ready to the interview right away and knock it
let's
out?
bring him in. We're going to bring in Drew Zima.
Yeah.
And real quick, should we show the video first? I feel like that's a proper
show the
intro.
video first. Show the video during the interview. Show the video after the interview. Open the show with it tomorrow, man. It's that legit of a video.
All right. If you have a weak stomach, maybe take a second.
Oh, no.
But I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Without a doubt.
So here it is. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Our man is throwing absolute haymakers, breaks his arm, doesn't have any idea, I'm guessing, and we'll hear from him in just a second, and wins the freaking fight.
And if that wasn't enough, there you go.
Oh, he's like, oh, my arm's broken.
Looking like a Lego arm just came off, man. Like I mean, dude, like, okay, now reality's starting to hit a little bit.
The adrenaline is gone.
But
oh God, yeah, that was.
But hey, if you're gonna win a fight,
you go power through it.
Yeah, because you know what it beats? It beats a loss, man. So shout out to that. Shout out to Drew right here.
Dangling or oh my God.
Hamby, do we have him on right now?
We do.
Well, let's bring him in the show. Drew Zima, man, how we doing, dude?
Hey, you
Good
guys.
to see you.
You're certainly right. It's better than a loss. Once I had broken it, also, you know.
Yeah.
An
of
arm
course.
break plus a win, or an arm break plus a loss.
So Drew, to take us through this whole thing, man. Like, obviously, this was your first amateur fight. Your first opportunity to get in the cage. You're good. Your first opportunity to get in the cage to do your thing. I mean, take us through the walk, take us through the cage closing, and then take us through that fight.
It was so fun, man. The preparation was basically like everything I thought it was gonna be. Weight cut was easy. I even think I could make 135 eventually. And I only had to make 147, so it was nothing.
Yeah.
You know Walter. I drove into town with Walter, and I had to cut 2 pounds of weight in the car with him. We were like both on point when we got there. Didn't have to sweat or anything. Derek also fought. He's heavyweight, so he had an easier time making weight.
As we usually do. Yes. Yeah.
The one thing I was struck by was like the kind of weird energy at weigh-ins and the locker room. Kind of everyone's kind of looking at you at the side of their eye, see if you look tough, see if you look like you might be in their weight class, might fight them one day. And there's like it was just like a weird. It felt insecure to me because I walked in happy on weight. You know, I weighed in with the pros early, so I was eating food. But yeah, it struck me a little bit as like, oh, like people are almost more nervous than me, it felt like, for my first fight. And and I was in there with a lot of good fighters too. You know, it wasn't people that are bad at fighting or anything, but I was struck by how uncomfortable other people seemed.
Okay. So you're calm, you're confident, man, you're feeling great.
Like excited more than anything.
Gotcha.
Having fun too.
Yeah, as it should be, right? So you make weight and everything goes according to plan. You make the walk. Did you kind of have that same energy? Was there some nerves then for your first MMA fight, or did you still kind of feel like that calm presence about you?
Definitely nervous. If you watch the whole fight, I started really slow, and I was probably losing that first round. I thought about maybe some like theatrics on the way out, starting a little bit of a character or something, but just kind of mean mugged a little bit and fist bumped people if they had their hands out or whatever, and stayed focused on the task at hand pretty much.
Now, Hamby, can you play the? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Drew. Hamby, can you play the video while we start to break down the fight then a little bit? Because I want to know the exact point, Drew, where you realized something was up with my arm.
Oh, I go to throw up the 10p, bro. It was after the whole fight. Yeah.
So real quick. So you throw that punch, and obviously, I mean, and shout out to Mitchell Chamali who does the video and everything. I mean, you see it clear as day where the thing just it goes into two, but you don't notice when you're throwing the punches at all that it's completely shattered. Unreal.
My theory on it is that I fractured it blocking kicks, and then there's one like longer clip on my Instagram, where you can see the thing that actually started this sequence, the finishing sequence, was I got close to him and landed a left hook to the body that was I threw a nuke. I threw it really hard, and he actually like dropped most of the way into a squat off of that, but actually popped right back up. And I was impressed at his toughness. He stayed standing, and I was you can see these punches are coming from way cocked back once I had him hurt.
Of course. Bad intentions for sure. Bad intentions.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going through? I mean, you're so locked in, obviously, right? And this is what people, I feel like that aren't conditioned as fighters, they don't understand. It's like you don't have time, like you're not super emotional. Like you almost have like tunnel vision where it's like, okay, this is what I've been training for. This is what I've been conditioned to do. It's another day at the office. You get him against the cage. You finish the fight, obviously with a broken arm, which is the most badass that you can ever do. But then now, after the fact, you get your, they announce that you've won the fight and everything. You know what's up. You raise the 10P, which is for 10 Planet, and then you notice that something's going wrong. So now take us through this point. You put up a 1 and a 0 for 10 Planet, which is one of the gyms that you train at. And it feels like one of your arms wasn't cooperating and throwing up the sign.
Yeah, it just wasn't in the right spot. I go the 1, and then the other hand you hold up a fist or you hold up the 0, and it just wasn't there, dude.
Yeah.
I immediately went to like steady it under the like wrist, or I grabbed like the bottom of my hand, and then you see me sit down. That's just because that was the way I figured I could move it the least. And kind of, start to align it already before anybody got in there with an air cast or whatever.
Yeah.
They also tried to tell me they were gonna say they were like there was some question about whether we were gonna cut the glove, and I was like, bro, go home. Like, you gotta fire this doctor.
So did you keep the gloves as well, like as a little memento?
Oh, I maybe should have. That's a funny idea. No, I didn't.
You gotta keep the gloves and frame them.
Badass, one day in the trophy case.
Of course, man. Of course. Okay, so at what point then? Because now your arm is dangling. It's not cooperating like we just established. At what point did the adrenaline wear off? Where it's like, okay.
Yeah. When did you first feel the pain?
Yeah. Now it's not so much fun anymore. I'm not really celebrating. This actually kind of sucks.
Yeah, completely. I mean, it ruined my Valentine's Day, to be honest. My girl was there. We were I wanted to hit a buffet after. And obviously we were just in the ER, for the whole night, and then she drove me back to Jacksonville that day. But the question was when I started to feel it. It was actually probably 5 or 10 minutes after it happened. I got into the ambulance, and I had like a panicky energy. I was just like making jokes to the people who were, just doing their job, loading me up in the ambulance. And then they like asked me about painkillers, and I feel like that's when it started hurting.
Yeah, then it's like it starts to come to fruition a little bit.
Someone had to bring up the painkillers.
Of course,
right?
of course.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what? A matter of fact, it does hurt.
All right, so to take us through it, Drew, like what's the recovery like? I think you're having surgery tomorrow, so thanks for fitting us into your busy schedule coming up. What is the surgery looking like? What was the diagnosis? How long are you going to be on the shelf for? What's the rehab like? All that stuff.
So full break in both bones, radius and ulna. The surgery is tomorrow. We're gonna put 2 plates in, and I believe 4 screws that are gonna stay there forever. If I when I make the pros and I'm elbowing people, they're gonna get hit with titanium.
Talk about a competitive advantage, man. I like it.
Well, as long as everything heals up and is as strong as it was originally, now you kick me in the same spot.
Yeah.
And it's metal.
Yeah.
So I just wish, like, I saw a clip on my opponent's gym's Instagram. He's already back in there training. I guarantee he also had a better like Valentine's Day night than me. 'Cause I had to go to the hospital.
Hey, shout out to your girlfriend, man.
It's all worth the
Behind the
win.
strong man's a strong woman, man. So she's holding it down for you. You love to see it. Real quick, man, then we can let you go. We don't have to get too much of your time today unless you have any questions, Hamby. But Drew, so like that whole ordeal, right? Your first MMA fight, breaking that arm like you did and everything, like. Is it almost like now you're addicted to that feeling? Not necessarily breaking your arm, but like the adrenaline, the feeling of being in the cage. Like, did it make you want more, or did it kind of like open you up a little bit to it's like, yeah, it's cool, but it's also very dangerous where I can break my arm in two, essentially.
If I have a second career-ending type injury, I might think about stopping.
Sure, I got you. Yeah.
But no, I mean, especially, I bet you can relate with all the like positive attention.
Of course.
I obviously only made my amateur debut, but I think that I did something that nobody has ever done. I have never seen that injury and someone fight through and still win, and I don't think anyone has either. Because if it went to the second round, I lose. But yeah, basically, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I wanted to just say on this platform that I am a winner. I'm not the guy with the broken arm. I'm the guy that still won, bro.
Amen to that, man. And listen, dude, like you don't gotta thank me for anything. Your courage, man, your heart, it got you this opportunity, man. Like it's the least that we could do is at least interview you, man, and talk to you because it's like you said, I've never seen it before. I don't think anybody has seen it before. And if people want to follow you quick on social media, man, where can they check you out?
It's Andrew.Zima on Instagram.
Right on.
That's the spot to find me. Stay tuned. I'm gonna start making YouTube videos. While I have one hand, I can operate a camera.
Smart, man.
And then, I wanted to shout out 10th Planet Jacksonville. 10th Planet Jax is my home.
There we go, man. It's also one of my homes as well, man. Drew, thanks for stopping by, man. Best luck with your surgery tomorrow.
From?
Yeah, Hamby, go ahead.
Oh, I'm from Jacksonville. I'm from Duval.
Let's go. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Fleming Island, actually. My parents moved across to Buckman.
Okay. All right. So real local. I love it.
All right, Drew Zima, man. Hey, best luck with your surgery. We'll see you back in there, man. And maybe we can have you back on, for your next fight coming up, whenever that's going to be.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. We'll take it easy.
See you again.
We'll do, man.
Thanks.
We'll see you down the road. I mean, listen.
Oh, God.
If my son ever wants to complain that he's too tired to do like the laundry or like do the
You
dishes,
pull this video
I'm gonna
up.
pull this video of Drew Zima. Oh, really?
fight through
Oh, I'm
it.
sorry. Was Drew Zima too tired to win in his first MMA fight with a broken arm? I don't think so, man. Hopefully Liam Cohen shows this to the Jaguars.
Yeah,
man.
this is going to be in game planning video.
That's
this is for our
got to
defense.
be a game planning video.
This is an Anthony Campanile next
Oh,
video.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Really special.
That's an Anthony Campanile special.
Let's
All
go.
right. All right, Hamby, let's take a break. When we get back, we celebrate the man of the hour,
Dun, dun, dun.
Marcel Robinson. Is he making an appearance?
Oh,
he's making an
He
appearance.
better be.
Tonight, so.
Oh, there he is.
And I'm going to make an
Speak
appearance
of the
back to
devil
my...
and he shall appear.
And I'll be making an appearance back to my drug testing collector so I can finally give him my sample. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay and Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Man, Marcel, I'm telling you, I think it'll be great for your career. I know it's kind of out of your comfort zone, but I know how much you love to entertain. I think you should do it, Marcel, for the good of the station.
Dan, do you really think that I'm interested in dressing up like a cowboy with a hat and everything and just dancing around random places in Jacksonville? You bet I do.
Incredible.
Might be the best thing you've ever done.
What a terrible decision that was.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to let the... Oh.
There it is.
Golly, that is so bad.
Throw till we throw no more. We're gonna ride Nick Foles to the Super Bowl. We're gonna throw till we throw no more. I turned the pages on last year.
Oh, what a team.
Wow.
We got lots to cheer. Got the D that all will fear. Nick is making calls.
Are you just going to let this ride, huh?
I think so. Because there's one thing I want to see.
Play by play.
Oh, I think I know.
Here we go.
Here we go. Wow.
Where's Austen?
Wow. Wow.
Hey, man, got to give people what they want.
That will never be done. That will never be emulated.
No.
You know.
Never be done again.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think so.
Never say never.
I don't think Stewart's going to go out there.
Well, pay him enough, he might.
Pay him enough.
I don't even think he would.
You don't think so?
You think Stewart's going to go dress up as a cowboy and dance around Duval?
What would his price be, Marcel?
Yeah,
you got to talk to that man. I don't count no other man's pockets. That's between him, his wife, and his bank account.
I hear that. What year was that?
Who knows? Gosh,
that was Nick
I don't
Foles'
know.
year.
Yeah.
His first year.
I guess it was.
His one and only.
Gosh, I would have been, what, 19 maybe? 18? No, it wouldn't be 18. Maybe 19? I don't know. Dude, I don't know. There's been so many antics done around this place by yours truly. I can't keep count. I'm amazed that I was able to get away with doing a lot of the things that I did on camera, especially live.
Same.
And where does that rank?
It's impossible to rank because, again, there's so many of them. Like I can.
No, that's a top 5.
I can recount, that one. I can recount when we were running on the field at the end of the show after one of the playoff games.
Oh, yeah.
I can recall. Gosh, there's just so many. I remember when I won the Fedora one year, one of the many years. I was like
don't rub it in.
moonwalking on set.
when they announced that I won or something like that. I don't know.
That had to be an early one.
I don't know. I mean, who knows? Can't take yourself too serious, man. People want to see fun. You know what I mean? There's so much chaos and just bad in the world. Sometimes you got to give the people a little bit of joy. Sometimes at the expense of yourself. But hey, I don't care. As everyone knows, I don't really get that I'm embarrassed feeling. I'm not really concerned with that. So, but
Got to be able to laugh at yourself. That's for sure.
I will certainly laugh at myself. Can't laugh at anybody else if you can't laugh at yourself. So.
Nope.
But that was good. That was a fun one. I remember when Dan brought that idea up, and I said, "No, we're not doing that." And then I thought to myself, you know what?
Why not?
Might do that.
And then here you are.
And here we are.
I think we have to post that one to social media. I wish we could, but there's a lot of NFL video in that.
Well, there's a lot of copyright.
Yeah, maybe we just cut out all of Marcel's dancing clips.
That'll work.
And throw them together.
That'll work.
Marcel,
what up, though?
One of your last days with us.
Yeah, the unexpected farewell tour comes to an end on Saturday.
And you've chosen to wear glasses with us today.
Yep. Because the sun never sets on a badass. That's how I want to be remembered.
All right. Good old Marcel.
I mean, I don't hate it.
It's the one-liners for me.
Where do you get all these one-liners?
I don't know. I just hear stuff. I'm a very big quote guy, as many people can attest. So I just hear something that just kind of sticks in like a database. Some of them just come to me off the top of the dome. I don't know. I guess I'm a vernacular architect.
A vernacular architect.
Vernacular architect.
There's another one.
How about that?
Gift of gab and the gift of jab.
Okay, man, you said it, not me.
I mean, I like that.
We have a Brent
The
Martineau.
audio that you are hearing.
I was going to say, what is that?
I think Brent Martineau's still in a blizzard.
Are we getting hacked again?
Nope, no hack. No hack.
That was tough. That's going to suck for y'all.
Yeah. Marcel's going to take a leave of absence a little bit earlier.
That is Brent Martineau joining us live. He wouldn't miss this. So, Brent, do you have us?
Is he or is he trying?
Yeah, I got you, I think.
There you go.
You guys have me is the question. I can't put my damn AirPods on because the gremlin comes out every time
That's
we
true.
put our AirPods on.
I couldn't tell if that was
And then,
Brent
so
or
I
Jim
have
Cantori.
Cantori work was pretty good by me. They're still, they had middle school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. My niece and nephew. They're still digging out. And so what the hell's the point of going on Friday is my guess. So probably still cancel that one too. But hey, good to be joining you for a little bit of this little Marcel send-off, which, hey, Marcel, this parade's been going on for a few days now. I mean,
I know. It's tough. It's been tough.
Are you uncomfortable now?
I've been uncomfortable since the day I announced that I was leaving, actually. I thought I was going to be really strategic, as I am with most things, and I said, I'm going to post this at, like, midnight on Saturday night, so that way I can just go to sleep, and then when I wake up, I'll be bombarded with messages. But I posted it, I don't know, maybe like 12:30 at night when I got home after doing the show, and I already had like 20 people in my inboxes and phones blowing up, and it's been pretty much nonstop ever since. So definitely gracious, but it has been very uncomfortable.
Have you made the right decision, or are you thinking of pulling back on it?
No, I think this is the right decision. I think this was obviously we kicked it around for quite a bit before we kind of came to a final decision. I think it's the right move for the right time. So it was definitely one that was not made lightly, but I think it's right time, right place, all that good stuff.
Good deal. Well, I think a lot of people should know that, like, when you watch this network, you see a lot of Marcel's fingertips on it, or fingerprints on it, I guess, with all the commercials, and Marcel has created a lot of that. So no more commercials. So we'll be commercial free.
Nope, we're
done. We'll be commercial free for here until eternity. Nope, Liv, that's your job now.
Wall-to-wall coverage. Wall-to-wall coverage is what we call that in the biz. No commercial breaks.
My coffee intake would go down about 3 times a day, and cut right in half if that was the case. But
this could be a saving money tactic for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I don't think that's a making money tactic in our world, Liv, if we kill commercials.
Yeah, I don't think that's not how that works.
That's also true.
That's not how that works.
Kill commercials,
It's
but we
really
save
not.
on coffee.
There you go. Yeah. I don't think I win in that deal.
No.
Most likely. That's not the case. So, hey, Hamby, what else we got? We got a little. I know we sent Hamby some things. I don't know what he's going to use. Where's Austen, by the way? Is he taking a drug test?
Yeah, he's still attempting a drug test, I think, is the
Gosh,
situation.
what a life. You guys, people hang out with us every day. We appreciate you because I'm in Boston, in a hospital, like in a blizzard. Austin's like in Orlando, half the time here.
Or in a bathroom.
Hamby's just trying to figure it out.
Oh, is that what that was? Oh, that's so funny. You know what's
What?
funny? I actually was going into the bathroom before I came into the studio. I wanted to check and make sure, it's on brand. I had to make sure my hair was good because I lined it up before I came in.
All right.
And there was a dude standing in there with the computer and stuff. I just walked because it wasn't locked.
Yeah.
And we just made that awkward eye contact in a single stall. So that makes so much more sense because I was very worried about that.
I mean, the guy's on the show once a week, a full show, and that guy's got to pick drug test time to be in the middle of 10 to 1. It's amazing.
Amazing.
I'm telling you. Good help so hard to find.
Hey, Marcel, how much have you told people what you're doing next? Did you already do that before I got on, or can you tell us a little bit more?
No, not yet. So essentially, I'm not exactly sure how many details I can actually even give at this moment, to be honest with you. I should probably consult with them before we talk too much about it. But essentially, what I'll be doing is I'll be working for an independent sports media company, helping them run some productions and doing some editing and stuff. It's a real cool thing. It's something that they kind of started a few years ago. They've just been growing exponentially, and they reached out to me not long ago at all, and just kind of I guess they were checking the temperature, just kind of feeling out what was going on since we had worked together before on some freelance projects and things like that. So I'll be in town for a good bit, but I'll spend half the time kind of on the road, in other places helping out, doing some productions. I know all that sounds extremely vague. There's sans details, but I want to say probably within the next week or week and a half, I'll be able to give out a few more concrete details. But good news is I'll still be in town quite a bit, so people will see me around. Still probably pop up on the sideline or two every now and then. Obviously, I've got the kid here, so I'll be around.
Yeah, and part of this is Ariana. She's in high school now, so it gives you a little flexibility, right? Do some things from home, and I think the rat race we're in. So I would imagine, we lost. I guess we lost Casey about a month and a half ago. So on the level of you just hate us and want to leave, and this is an opportunity. I know where his level was. I think he just hated us.
Well, yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
He also got a really
where
cool
you
celebration too.
Yeah.
See, I mean, you still love us to the end. You get a little celebration, I guess. I don't know. But the this opportunity or change of pace or what?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's opportunity and change of pace a little bit. I mean, it's actually the change of pace is going to be an adjustment to me in general, just because I'm just naturally a go guy anyway. Always have been that way, always will be that way. But yeah, there's no hate in my heart for anybody except for Albert and Alberta the Gator.
Love it, love that.
But no, this is home. This is family. All you guys are family. I mean, we've been together for almost a decade, so I mean we've been through a ton of stuff. I mean, I think all of us have kind of grown in some way, professionally and personally throughout the years. So I mean, there's definitely no hate at all. I mean, this is still family. Even me leaving, this will still be family at home for me.
Yeah, this is it's pretty unusual, folks. Just if you're listening in our world to have the amount of I guess tenure would be a good word for all of us. I mean, Hick's been obviously here now for I think over a dozen years. Stewart about 12 or 13, I can't remember exactly. Liv's actually been at the station for over a decade, but now with us for what, probably 5-6 years.
Oh, we're going on 9.
9? I mean, what do you count, like putting one script in as when
No, I started
There it
with
is.
you guys. I started with you guys in 2017 because I remember that was the playoff year.
Okay. Well,
That
there
was
you
the
go.
year I started shadowing Dorfman.
Okay, and that was the year Marcel started, 2017. So it's just not usually a position, too. Marcel has really been in that spot for a long time, but a lot of times we'll have some turnover in those positions, and we haven't. So we've been blessed with that. So that's kind of cool. This is really new. Like, we don't even know how to do this.
We're very confused.
What's kind of next? So, but it's pretty cool. Like, I just wanted to give people a little context there. That's very unusual. I think all you got to do is turn on the TV these days, and you might not even recognize half the people. But part of the reason our department does pretty well overall, we think, or we're proud of what we do, is we just have a longevity, experience, and efficiency. So it's pretty unique to be in this spot. Now we're in a unique spot, trying to replace Marcel, but we're happy for him. So that's cool. Pretty good stuff. Did I hear Austen back? Did he survive the P test? It only took you 12 minutes to fill that thing up.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I had to declare all my supplements that I've been taking because they lost the list. So that took a little longer than expected because I'm taking about like 15 different things because the UFC gives it to me for free. So I'm trying to get my money's worth. So, that was a long process, but I'm glad I got to at least kind of hit the finale here for Marcel. Obviously, me and Marcel, we would work together a little bit, and I mean, I can go on an hour TED talk. I don't want to bore anybody about who Marcel Robinson is in my eyes, but I will always say this. I think when I first got the gig with the old station and everything like that, we're at the Super Bowl, and Marcel was really the first person to work with me in terms of recording me and my stand-ups and everything at the Super Bowl, and a guy who could have been super frustrated and thinking, like, who is this dude that just came in here and now is, like, taking the camera time? But it didn't matter if it was the first time at the Super Bowl, if it was our last time shooting a commercial at the motorcycle dealership.
Cycles of Jacksonville.
Cycles of Jacksonville, yes, correct. He was always super cool, man, and he almost kind of put me at ease a little bit. And I think sometimes, in this business, and obviously I have a lot to learn about, I'm not even completely in the business, but not only are you telling stories, but you have to be a people person as well. And you have to know how to read a room. You have to know how to deal with people. And I think more above than anything, Marcel Robinson knows how to do that. And I think you ask anybody who's come in contact with him, whether it's former athletes, current athletes, employees, peers, they all say the same thing about him. Dude's genuine. Dude is humble, and dude is hardworking. And I couldn't agree more with those sentiments. I mean, I didn't know he was leaving until like literally a couple days ago when I saw it on social media because no one wants to tell me anything, but it's all good. I saw the email, Brent, so thank you for that. But Marcel, man, I'm super thankful for everything that you taught me, number one, work with you, number two. And, yeah, we had some great times, and obviously it's not saying bye. It's saying I'll see you around, obviously. And I appreciate you never racing me in the 40-yard dash because my hamstrings thank you more than anything because we were trying to set up a race for a 40-yard dash, and then, being humble and real life kind of sunk in a little bit where it's like, I don't want those issues. So I appreciate you letting me bow down to that and saying you're probably faster than I am.
It's funny. Austen is actually part of one of the more iconic moments in my entire life, talking about that Super Bowl in when we were going to Atlanta. Austen made, I'm not sure if he remembers this, but one of the reasons I was probably so like calm and chill is because we actually got pulled over.
Oh yeah.
And if anyone knows anything about state troopers, Georgia State Patrol,
we're well aware.
Like
every day we talk about it, Marcel.
If you sneeze when he asks for your license, you're going to prison.
Not
jail.
Yeah.
And so I won't go into the particulars of how we got pulled over, but somehow, some way, I was able to talk us out of that ticket and get a warning. And then we got pulled over coming back. And I was able to talk my way out of that ticket. So I felt like I was extremely blessed that I was able to talk my way out of 2 tickets from GSP.
Well, and the best part was I wasn't going to say anything about it, man. Like that was going to go to the grave with me. I wasn't trying to snitch on you because I heard stories about you got pulled over a couple times.
Yes.
I wasn't going to add fuel to the fire, but yeah, you did a great job of it. Once again, being a people person, man. Like, hey, they should hire you for the Georgia Bulldogs football team.
They should.
How to get out of the tickets. How to get out of the arrest.
Whoa.
There we go.
A Marcel Robinson exclusive.
I think that's perfect.
Hold on a second.
Come on.
I didn't get pulled over. We got pulled over.
Well, somebody was driving and somebody was riding shotgun.
I mean,
I'll let you figure it out.
It was a great moment. For the first guy, the first time we got pulled over, he pulled over us in the car behind us.
Correct.
And he pulled that guy over, and then he rolls up on us and is like, pull over to the side. And I looked at Austin, I said, and he pulled over 2 cars. He looked at me, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be the black person that finds out one way or the other. So let's go ahead and pull over.
Yep.
Hey, Austin, was he or Marcel? Were you with us in the Senior Bowl one when Austin made the trip? Or is that Stewart when we were driving back in the rain?
No, that was me. That
was Marcel.
But I was actually the day I ordered my first iPhone. But yes, I do remember that because I was in the back seat while y'all were talking, scared for my life.
Oh yeah, I was frightened too. I was trying to talk through it.
I was quiet as a mouse because I was praying internally for the entire ride down I-10.
Yeah, that was a white knuckler, that ride. That was the longest amount of rain coming down as hard as possible I've ever driven in. It was like 3 hours of straight downpour on I-10. But we
couldn't tell because we're still going like 70 miles per hour, so you couldn't tell it was raining, really.
We made it. We made it. Good stuff. Those are the good memories. That Atlanta trip was fun. I beat you in darts, and we also went.
Scooter gang.
And we went Scooter gang, and it really took one of the most iconic pictures of all time. We were the 18.
That's right.
That's right. We took the 18 picture.
Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to the Scooter gang. Yo, we were. By the way, it's nothing short of a miracle that none of us wrecked on those scooters.
That is a fair assessment.
I mean, I was going an easy 45 down those hills, with no regard for human safety.
Well, fun fact: when I was in Australia, they actually, because I was wondering where the scooters were, they banned scooters in Perth, Australia, because of all the injuries.
They should.
Yeah, can't ride a scooter in Perth, Australia anymore.
That's
Stuart
fair.
Weber, welcome in, by the way.
Yes, hello. Sorry, a couple minutes late, but I was listening on the car ride, and babies dictate your schedule.
They
Fun
do.
fact.
They do.
You might think you have a time
Piper's
set,
perfect.
but they like to change whatever time you had in their mind.
Yep. Babies are like Leonidas from 300.
Yeah, is there?
Is there a punchline to that?
Yeah, take from them everything and give them nothing.
There you go. No, they give plenty of smiles, so there's that.
I don't pay my
What a
mortgage.
dad.
Yeah, but I just wanted to, I've got to jump in as well and make
Roast. Oh, we should have made this a roast.
Oh, let's do it.
Make Marcel,
Uncomfortable?
blush if he could.
Black people don't brush.
Yeah, that's the joke there. But
sometimes you gotta explain it. Marcel explain his, you gotta explain yours.
Yeah, for me, I mean, really, for me, the moments are the ones no one else sees but the two of us, because of the way our schedules have kind of worked out here over this last decade or so. A lot of Saturdays and spent together in that sports office, be it putting stuff together for the Saturday night prime time, and if a song gets stuck in one of our heads,
it's GG's.
It's coming on.
It's on YouTube.
It's coming on
It's
YouTube on full blast.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. If something ridiculous is happening on TV,
gotta watch it.
We gotta turn our attention to
The
it.
Family Feud.
And roast it or do whatever we got to do as we're watching it. So those are, obviously there's the fun stories of places we've been and things we've done, but it's the almost pedestrian moments that add up, that are the ones that I will miss and that I enjoy on our Saturdays.
Don't forget, by the way, we did live on this show. I think it was live on the show. Didn't we have Marcel's first ever real 18 holes of golf at TPC Sawgrass?
We did.
And he ripped his pants?
135 or something.
It was 130. It was 130. That's right. I shot under.
You did.
And I was the only person in our group that's the. Yep.
I felt bad for the caddy that day, but it was a fun day.
Man, shout out to Brent.
He taught him some things. It was very good.
Well, and Marcel, it really comes full circle too, because I remember when we first started the old show, you just first started to golf. And I remember they had the live video you doing that, and then we just got to see you at Sawgrass, about a week ago.
Played home.
Still figuring out how to golf.
Still trying to figure it out, right? So it kind of came full circle a little bit. Didn't see a lot of improvement from that last shot that you took, but hey, we're still having fun.
If from here to here is full circle, then just the tiny.
Someone called a plateau.
Hey
man, we all have our bad days.
Hey, good stuff. Well, hey, I don't know, Hamby, where you want to take this, and I feel like I might be more of an annoyance being here in downtown Boston on the phone. So, but I just wanted to jump on for a few, and we appreciate you, Marcel. We kind of look at what we're missing with Marcel, and I can just sum it up like this. I've actually talked to our other folks, hey, here's what we got to replace. Got to replace efficiency, versatility, creativity,
style.
All those things. A style for sure. Yeah, that's not on my list. Actually,
That's not. We're not worried about that.
Gotta have a little swag.
I don't give a damn about the swag. Missed the 40 time. But we got to get good people in there too. We're fortunate to have really good people in our room.
And yet you still haven't said the most important thing about him. A damn good dog.
There we go.
Damn good
dog.
Who went to UNF?
Not where I was going at all.
Hey, by the way,
I'm going to miss having another dog in here. Somebody else with common sense in this
we're
building.
certainly not hiring anybody else with that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Marcel.
If you're a Georgia alum, go try across the street or something.
You got to fight
we're
these
all set
battles
over
alone
here.
with these haters.
Hey, there are some really fun times, though. Like Marcel really does show off the speed. He'll forget something like in a camera room when we're in an NFL stadium, and all of a sudden there goes the flash.
Sometimes unnecessarily so.
That's always necessary.
Quite often,
if you got it, flaunt it, man.
Quite often, he could just go get it at a normal place and not miss anything.
I remember my very first time shooting at a Jags game, and Marcel brought me to one of the end zones because we shoot in the end zones, and he's like, "Oh no, we're in the wrong end zone."
That's right.
Sure enough, he throws the tripod over his shoulder, and we sprint all the way to the next end zone. He goes, "Okay, lesson number 1." And I'm like, "Good to know."
On the hop.
And then, of course, I had the whole Calvin Ridley thing where he pushed me into the Calvin Ridley shot.
Well,
to make sure I didn't step out of it.
First of all, we got to clear this up because I don't push women. All right.
Okay.
I did not push her.
I stepped back.
He guided you in the proper position.
I held my hand out, and as she stepped back, I just stayed firm so she couldn't back up. And then, she stayed in the play.
Teaching.
And I saw Calvin Ridley's pupils that day.
Yeah, I mean, she got the shot. Maybe.
Well, hey, Liv, appreciate you decorating the studio up and getting that stuff. And Marcel, sorry I couldn't be there, but I think I've set a new precedent now. Casey, I wasn't there for his. Marcel, not really here for his.
For Casey's what? We didn't do anything for Casey.
His last day.
Oh, his last day. I got you.
Speak for yourself.
Andy, if you guys leave, I'm not going to be there.
Don't worry, Mr. Hugo's keeping his memory up in the chat, so it's fine.
That's good. That's a great point. Shout out to Mr. Hugo. And Marcel, I mean, it goes to show you that Brent obviously liked you way better than he liked me or Casey. Because when I left, all I got was a Shady Rays discount idea with no goodbye or celebration.
Not a baby.
And Casey got to host the last hour of the show, and that was about it. So yeah, I mean, we got balloons and bundt cakes in here, man. So it goes to show you just how we all feel about you.
I'm just learning how to do this, I guess.
Apparently. Well, give me a few more months, Brent. We'll see what happens, and maybe you can do it again for me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hey, Austen,
I'm kidding.
The second time you leave, Austen, you might get a brand new car from me. Who knows? And then the Buick GMC.
Come on now.
I mean, I can leave tomorrow if that's the case.
Just use the code Brent20.
Yeah.
20, yeah.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you, Marcel. You guys go have some fun with the rest of the show, and we'll probably tip our cap to Marcel one more time on Sunday night's Action Sports Jax prime time. But we appreciate you, man. Good luck.
Yes, sir. We'll be in touch. This is definitely not goodbye for us. So this is always home, and Brent's family too. So
nicely
family staying together.
Well, except for Liv, I don't want her to be around.
Come on.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Guys,
we were waiting for it. We needed one.
Real quick, because it ended up being on our betting segment that we used to have that we never followed through with. We actually tied in terms of who won the season. Because we had the Seahawks in the Super Bowl and you guys took the Patriots.
Oh, don't get me started.
Did we take the Patriots?
Did we?
You really had no choice.
What did you guys do when I was gone?
Yeah, you guys really had no choice. So we
didn't
split.
have a choice.
So you didn't have a choice. So we split. So the question is, how do we handle the tiebreaker?
You give it to us because we won. Because y'all were cheating the entire time.
Nah. You guys didn't want to show up.
We're not going out like this.
Yeah, you're not going to go like that.
We're not going out like
so
this.
you got to put something on the line. My only thing, since we got March Madness coming up, is we pick one basketball team from the bracket. And whoever goes the farthest wins the entire segment.
Hey, you going to use your head or your heart on this one there, Marcel?
No, I mean, if you want
Is
to take
Marcel's
Georgia.
last pick going to be the Gators?
The hell we are.
Hell no, y'all are not.
The hell we're
Marcel,
not
stay
taking
strong.
Stay strong. Take Georgia.
Stuart, you're not the one leaving.
Doing, guys. Calm down.
Stuart, you're not leaving. Marcel is. He gets precedent, and he ain't sure. He's sure. ain't
Well,
gonna
he's
take
also
Florida.
wise enough to know where he should be picking a team if we're talking about winning.
There's a lot of other teams he can take.
We have 5 minutes, guys.
Say like Duke.
We got 5 minutes. Let's you guys can talk as a team. Liv, I know you're included too, but South Florida's kind of whatever. We have 5 minutes to come up with
South
a team.
Florida, I think, is having a pretty good year in
Okay,
basketball.
never mind. Well, maybe take South Florida then. But
we're not doing that.
okay,
Absolutely
well,
not.
we're each gonna pick one team for all the marbles.
First off,
whoever goes farthest, it is what it is.
First off, I'm against all of this.
Oh, wow.
Because y'all
We already
cheated
won.
the
We
whole
already- we already
time.
won.
Wow.
Well, you guys never made yourself. You guys didn't want to come in here and do your picks live, so unfortunately, we had the competitive advantage.
We didn't even know the picks
We
were
got a
live.
job. We got a job over there.
Hey, I
The other
wasn't
part of the building.
I didn't set this up.
You
all
know,
right.
you know when I found out you guys were doing the picks live on air was when I just happened to tune in one day and y'all were starting to do the picks and y'all were like, well, the sports office, they picked this, so let's do our picks now. What in the actual hell is going on here? There's no integrity. No integrity.
No accountability.
The water's muddy.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying, Marcel. Come on now.
I mean, it's so as some. I
That
mean,
there
Yeah,
implies
just
that you're cheating.
just ask Austen about his combine.
It's good. It's a great point.
As someone that just took a drug test, I expected you to have more.
Oh,
integrity.
there ain't no cheating in that, man. Like I was watching me head to toe. Like there ain't no cheating in that.
That's
that's
unbelievable.
Oh yeah. And by the way, is it kind of awkward like when we're trying to do the business and people are knocking and trying to get in the back because we had to use like the side bathroom. So yeah, it's just.
What was more awkward is I walked in there before you did.
Oh,
When I first
did you
got
see
there.
him? You say what's up?
He was just standing there. We just
Do you need a new one for like your future endeavors? You need to take one?
No.
Okay, I could have reserved a spot for you.
What I need is the memory of walking into a bathroom, expecting to be no one there, to look into the mirror, and making eye contact with a fellow black man in a single stall.
Oh man.
I need that memory.
Yeah,
from my brain.
he didn't lock the door. He just kept it wide open.
Wide open.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I respect the the hospitality.
But
I guess.
back to this nonsense of competition.
Sure.
I'm going to defer to Stuart because he's going to be the only one that's going to be here to be able to keep tabs on this, obviously, as the tournament's going on.
Sure. Stuart, I mean, I understand that you're a faithful to a school. Are you going to take said school, or are you going to go someplace else, in a different direction?
I mean, said school is winners of 8 straight. And
They are, yeah.
playing very well.
Playing better than anybody really in the country,
and
could
has
say.
tournament experience.
Sure. Are you taking said school?
If I could butt in just for one second.
Yeah.
You usually do.
Go ahead and butt in when you and Brent and Martin were 20 games under 500 and making picks. But go ahead and butt in.
You're actually not part of the tiebreaker.
Not even close.
As the
20
Yeah, we're
games
not.
under 500.
But mine kind of goes back to, I think the most consecutive time I've ever spent with Marcel was when we took a trip to Gainesville last year, and he taught me things that I'll never forget. So on a real note, like for real, appreciate that.
No doubt. No doubt.
But
I think I remember being very happy about making you guys both go there to see Georgia win.
yes, but the point of this
Or,
story
see Florida win,
is
excuse
number
me.
one, Austen, honestly, a very similar story to you when I did kind of my first stand-ups with him and what Marcel was able to coach me along with. I really appreciated.
Yeah.
Secondly, and maybe more importantly, who knows, it's up to him,
Stand-ups are hard, by the way.
is Florida won that game, and Marcel and I spent the whole ride home pissed.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
But-
so happy here at the
Very.
office knowing you guys were just
Misery loves company.
just miserable.
But
the
because
method
of
to the
our
madness.
bond, it made that having to be there and witness that win for Florida so much, it made it a little bit better. So with that being said, Marcel, please stay strong
No doubt.
and take anybody else.
Fun fact, that's the only game that Florida's ever won that I was credentialed for.
Really?
That's why they stopped
he was
letting me go.
very excited because he thought his attendance would be an immediate
a
win.
factor, yeah.
But it didn't work out like that.
Okay.
And that pleases me.
Unbelievable.
So yes, we'll go with the Florida Gators.
Florida Gators?
Obviously.
All right.
And rising.
I mean, I could say who would Casey take? I have no idea.
It is really hard to
Casey,
do it.
Casey would take Florida, by the way. because
Yeah,
he's
probably.
infatuated with Florida.
But like it's a tough exercise because usually when you're doing a bracket and you're doing a March Madness, it's all about matchups. And
Of course.
It's all about the pack.
And injuries can happen. Like we don't know what's going to happen.
Injuries
But
could happen.
I'm just saying it's Marcel's last day, so I feel like we should honor it and like.
Well, then honor
make
it
the
by
pick
not
here.
bringing up some petty nonsense after we won the competition.
Nah, we're all good. You didn't win the competition
You
because
know,
we took Seattle.
Because we didn't take anything.
We'll take Michigan. Yeah, but see,
Question mark.
this is how it worked before because
Oh, wow, Willis.
the games before we had to take opposite. Remember?
You
Because we were ahead,
Yeah.
and if we would have matched you guys, then we would have won.
Because we
were being fair.
What?
No, we had put our picks in, not knowing what your
This is
picks were,
fine.
and they happened to both be opposite.
Yes, but Hamby wouldn't let us use the same picks because if we used the same picks like we wanted to for like the conference championship, we would have won it.
This sounds familiar.
Okay.
So it's really all Hamby's fault.
What?
was
Can we
trying to
just
be fair.
transition to that? Just transition to it all being Hamby's
Okay, we're
fault.
taking Michigan.
Okay, you take Michigan.
Michigan.
There it is.
All right.
Representing the Big Ten. Hamby, we out of here, man. We got
How much time we got to kill?
We are out of here right now.
Oh, all right.
Marcel Robinson, bring us home, man.
Want to give a big shout out to everybody that's contributed to everything I've done here at the station. Gonna miss everybody. Love you all dearly. This is always gonna be home. You guys are family. And if you see me around, see me around. Holla at me.
We're going to end it with this special GIF.
Yeah!
Yeah, that was after Northwestern scored another touchdown, by
Yes,
the way.
it was.
Joke's on them. Bulls down. Reigns up.
Let's go.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports.